Hello, there we go. Audio levels are looking good. That means we are live. So, hello, welcome back to another session of Roundtable. I am your Dungeon Master for the night, Spencer Wilson, and I am joined here by this lovely group of players to dive into some more D&D. As you can see down in the corner there, doing the TikTok face, we have Xander, who will be playing a very interesting character, who you can see the name of down there. He is a human graviturgy wizard named Perelius. So, that'll be very cool. But apart from that, before we jump into tonight, we've got a few announcements to rattle through quickly. Firstly, yesterday, first session of Arcane Recovery. Very interesting things happening. It was all very good. Ryan, if you want to do your usual thing and link that in chat if you can, make sure you go over for Arcane Recovery, session 1.
Ah, right.
Yeah. I'm sure the VOD is still up on my Twitch channel. As well as that, it will be up on YouTube and Spotify, I'm sure, fairly soon. So make sure you go and catch up with that. And,
we need an editor now because Kalik is out of commission for the month.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, in that case, go watch a VOD on Twitch and see what hijinks, such as turning innocent people to alcoholism and learning about a halfling who had lost his sheep. Was it goats?
It was goats.
Goats. He would be much less upset if it was sheep, but we all know goats come higher than sheep on the livestock pile. Apart from that,
yep.
As always, a huge thank you to Describe for being a returning sponsor. Make sure you head over to describe.com/roundtable to get 10% off any subscription you use over and get access to a huge range of scenes, collections, and the new cartography section to spice up your campaign with professionally written text boxes by D&D official, well, Wizards of the Coast official writers. Apart from that, as always, a huge thank you to Sirenscape for letting us use your audio. And unless anyone else has any announcements, like Happy Mother's Day, I love you, Mum. I think we're ready to begin. Am I correct? All good?
I want to go home.
Oh, thank you. Don't worry. You'll be fine. So, without further ado, in that case, let's jump into tonight's episode of Roundtable, aptly named Old Sidon's Long Shadows. See you in a moment. Okay. Sound levels. And as always, there it is. Okay. So, where we last left off, you had been captured, beaten, in some cases stabbed, and tortured in the undercity lair of a mysterious cult who seemed to have an end goal deeply tied to Learcas. As you stewed in these grimy, horrible cells, you became acquainted with a new ally by chance, a large and commanding figure by the name of Isaiah Millman, the leader of the cult for Tyrannum, as it so happens, also resigned to death in the darkness you find yourselves in. After an untellable amount of time, you took advantage of the guard's errors, with Maverick shifting from the bars, becoming an angel of death as he dispatched all guards in the immediate area. The rest of you are now free, aching but pumping with adrenaline. But Kishore, as you move to the barracks doors to open the melted shut lock, a voice rings out from the other side. "Oh, I'd advise you to take a few steps back." As you hear that, a familiar smell of turpentine fills the room as flames burst from under the door with ungodly heat. You can feel it against your face, and you see as it spreads, with plumes of choking smoke filling your nostrils. A sudden disturbance of the air causes you all to turn your heads. 4 figures of undeath rise and twist from the floor, shadowy and humanoid in appearance. They each tilt their heads in unison before lunging forward. And we're going to go straight into rolling initiative, so I'll put you all onto the map.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, how nice. I love to start with initiative. Nothing better.
I forgot how to roll initiative. You know what? My character's actually dead, actually.
That's crazy. Maybe you should click the little fist icon and
Yeah, I'll just
try
put
it
you
anyway.
all onto the map. Okay.
You know, I don't know if I want to click the fist. That means violence, and I don't condone violence.
You've murdered people. Haphazardly. What are you talking about?
I would never. I'm a pacifist.
Okay,
Right,
I believe
so-
you.
Main party, if you want to head over and roll initiative for me, I'm gonna roll straight into the battle map.
I have a mighty. Oof. Oh, I already have an initiative apparently.
Yeah, we all do. Apparently.
Wait, I'll remove that. Remove you all, because you need to reset that.
Oh boy.
There we go. Okay.
Oh shit, the little sound effects.
Isaiah got a 1.
Yo,
Lugos
it's...
Poor guy.
Someone needs to roll for Lugos,
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
and I need his character sheet, I think.
You should be able to see that on D&D Beyond, but I'll...
Oh right.
Summer campaign.
I'm gonna have to manually go there.
But don't worry, you have time to do that because first act is one of the shadows. As
Joey hasn't rolled initiative yet.
yes. Oh, thank you for reminding me.
My computer's being just a smidgen slow.
Don't worry
It'll be
about it.
fine. It will be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is fine.
I'm just imagining Kashaw and that burning dog meme right now. Everything's fine.
This is fine.
Okay,
I am
let's
completely
see.
okay with the series of events.
Clear. Let's try this again. Did it show up?
Limony Snickers and a chronicle of very bad circumstances.
I
Joyce
hated all-
initiative showed up to
hated all
be
of that.
in D&D Beyond on the
Oh.
campaign.
It's not going
was a
over the
7.
boundary.
It's a 7. Okay,
It
I'll
was
put
a
that manually
7.
for you.
Oh, you gotta. We click Foundry manually for initiative because of the built-in thing that it has.
I have put that in,
The
which
fist-
means
the fist
the
icon.
shadows is on the first to go. In fact, the shadow it will be is if it lets me select. There we go. Oh,
Okay.
Foundry.
We got real quiet for a second and it got really weird.
I know there's a lot of assets on screen right now, Foundry. I'm sure you can cope. And Joy, immediately you see one of these shadows turn. Its horrible incorporeal head kind of twists. It lunges straight towards you and is gonna make an attack. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah.
And you are going to take, with that then,
Who's
only
attacking who now?
5 points of necrotic damage. The shadow is attacking Joy as it immediately moves towards her. 5 points of necrotic damage. Oh, damn, that is brutal.
Can I use my
ability.
reaction and do uncanny dodge to that guy?
You can, to half it. That would half it to 2. But unfortunately, as you feel its kind of horrible form grab onto yours, your muscles begin to kind of wither and weaken as your strength score is going to be reduced by 4.
Holy shit. That's
Yeah.
a
And I
lot.
gotta run.
Shadows are great.
Wow.
Shadows are great.
Sure, you turn, you hear kind of Joy kind of yell out in pain as the shadow begins to draw and siphon energy from her. Your head immediately darts around to see the shadow grasping onto her. What are you doing?
I say no to all of that shit. I use a bit of the mica that I had picked up from the wall before, or at least I assume it's.
Damn it, Micah.
Yeah, we did this last time too. And I cast Shatter
Okay.
on the 2 upper shades.
Okay,
ready to
remind me of the
make-
radius of it.
It is a 10 foot. Yeah. So I'm putting it on the
There we
back
go.
wall. Yep. Trying to hit. Yep.
Okay.
And hey, if I break the wall, that'd be great too.
I ask you this every single time. Is that a... Well, what say is that? Con? Yeah.
Constitution, yes.
Okay, the shadow that is closest to the table gets a 9. The one that's just attacked
Nice.
Joy gets a natural 17.
Well, that one saves, but they still take 3d8 damage.
Okay, roll damage for me.
Can we get some party parrot action in here?
God damn it. 7
7.
points of damage.
Oh,
It's nothing. Let me see if anything else happens.
oh wait, I'd say
Everybody
his
hears
hit
it. That's
points
what
stat.
happens.
Yeah. About that.
Everybody hears it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, you move your hands upwards and you create this horrible shattering effect on the back wall. It ripples out fields of energy. As for the shadows, for a second, it looks like they dissipate, tearing apart with a noise, and they just reform back in position. Not looking very hurt at all. And as this happens, you hear kind of murmurings of voices outside the door, like, what on earth was that? But as this continues, Lugos. Brian, what is Lugos doing?
Oh, you fucking.
You cunts! You shady looking fucks!
Oh, you shady looking fecks. He's going to, not like that he's gonna get surrounded. So he is going to cast Zephyr Strike to not provoke opportunity attacks. And
Okay.
he is going to, take his first shot at the shade at the farthest away from him to
Unfortunately, none of you actually have much of your equipment, so I think you all just had scimitars, apart from Maverick,
we have
who
shields.
has...
We have
yeah.
Shields and 1 sword, unless you're dual wielding.
the north.
Yeah.
Let me double check. Let me see. It says. Oh, it doesn't say it has to be a ranged attack at all. It just says
Okay.
one weapon attack roll. Cool. So he is going to swipe at the one that is attacking Joy
Okay.
with the regular old scimitar, which I
Okay.
don't think he has in his equipment.
Okay, let me see.
I mean, he has a short sword.
It'd be the
does
same,
damage.
yeah.
So it's
Just a
plus-
difference in damage type.
It's just a different
Yeah.
damage type. Okay.
So that'll be a +7 for him. As
Yep.
even though he barely uses it, he pulls his short sword out and is pretty deft with it as he goes through with a 23 to hit, slices through the shadow. Roll damage for me.
Sweet. It'll add a 1d8 of force damage, and all of his movement doesn't provoke opportunity. So 1d is 6 plus 1d8 plus 4.
Okay.
10.
10 points of damage. Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
I believe he has a second. Yeah, he does have a second attack.
Okay, so as the first attack comes through, again it just reforms as the blade passes through it. But the force damage
can
seems
we
to be
make that
must.
his Slayer's Prey as a bonus action so he can take 1d6 more damage?
Yeah, I'll say you can do that in between the
'Cause
attacks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a Slayer's Prayer right now. So total of 12. It says this benefit lasts until you finish it, or if you redesignate a different creature. The first time each turn that you hit that target with an attack, it takes an extra 1d6 damage. So it's not all it is. It's just first on that turn. So I'll just do a regular second attack on the short sword. So it's a 16 to hit.
That is a hit. Roll damage again for me.
6 more slashing instead of piercing.
Okay, very nice. As again, the scimitar comes through. It goes straight through one of its arms, and it's so weird slicing the sword through something that the arm doesn't fall off. It just hovers there for a second, and horrible icy tendrils just seep out and reconnect the hovering arm. But if that is the end of Lugos's turn, unless he's moving.
Let's see. He might actually move to give me some room to step in. He'll move around and to over here on the other side of Joy.
So, as Lugos nimbly steps back, that brings us to a turn of 3 shadows in a row. First one is right behind Maverick and is immediately going to reach his hand out to try and grasp some more energy. That is not going to be a hit, that's a 9. So, you're kind of face a thing where you feel you can't just block the attack, so you actually have to kind of duck under and just actively avoid this swipe of necrotic energy coming around. Then the next shadow right next to it immediately lunges forward for Learcas. It's be a natural 10 to hit, which again isn't a hit, as Learcas nimbly dodges to one side under a blow and under another. Shadows are not having much luck, but then there is a remaining attack. He has just been shattered pretty badly. He rushes forward and goes straight for Isaiah. And I will say, you all notice Isaiah's already looking pretty weak. That's a natural 3 though, so even though he's pretty weak, he's a pretty big guy. He sees a chair on the side, he just flips the chair up and tries to drag it through the shadow swarm, and as it comes out to reach, it does something to just dissipate the necrotic energy coming towards him. Maverick, you're up.
Alright. Do I have control? I do. Here's this cool thing I'm gonna do. This one shadow will probably get an up. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna project my echo in between Joy and Isaiah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take the attack action on the shadow that just tried to hit me.
Okay.
Thankfully, I don't have a regular old scimitar. I actually can summon my weapon in my hand.
You have your magical
Yay me.
+1 sword.
You.
Fancy
Yay
pants,
me.
okay?
Yay me. Alright. And I'm gonna make it from the echo's position on the one that's attacking Joy.
Okay.
That's a mod of 20.
Mod of 20. Roll damage for me.
Yep.
And I assume you're making two. Do you have 2 attacks?
I burned that ability up
Burned
already.
it.
I don't have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just a 1 as you come through. You notice as you drag the sword through the shadow's form, it seems to burn the energy around it. This magical sword seems to be doing much more than any regular blade would do. It is now looking pretty hurt. Bits of ichor have fallen to the floor in a horrible black goo. I also want you to roll a perception check for me.
Sweet.
Yeah, roll a standard perception check for me.
That is a nat 20 on perception.
Okay, in that case, you project your form out and your eyes kind of flicker to one side, and you look, the flames which are now coming from a door kind of just around Kishor's feet. I will say, Kishor, on next turn, it's looking like you're probably going to have to move away as the turpentine continues to seep under and kind of gas the room out. Maverick, as these flames writhe up the walls, you see they're almost being attracted into the stonework, and as it does so, you're seeing the faintest glimmers of runes appearing on the wall, sending beams of energy towards something in this back wall down here. You have no idea what it could be, but you're just seeing these faint kind of emissions which haven't yet taken full form. And with that, is that the end of your turn?
That is my bonus action. My action, I could shove with that, but I don't think I want to.
Okay.
Nah.
In that case, Joy, having just been attacked and your strength drained by the echo, what do you wish to do?
So I'm gonna attack the creature that attacked me.
Okay, roll to hit for me.
Let's see if this works. Did that show up? Oh yeah.
Oh, you're firebolting. Okay.
I fixed it.
And with
Hey,
a
it
21,
works
that is
now.
a definite hit.
With 12 fire damage on top of that, that's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
12 fire damage. Very good.
Yes.
Joy, as you extend your hands out, fire this fireball forward. The shadow is still reaching out, trying to grasp at anything it can on you. And as it moves a hand forwards towards your cheek, you release a blast of fire. The shadow scatters across the back wall. Bits of ichor and goo go flying, stick to pieces of furniture, and you even get a slight kind of splatter on your face as you kind of recoil backwards slightly. The shadow has just been completely dissipated. Okay. Lakas.
I'm gonna get the one that's right in front of me, and I'm going to try and cast Hell's Leash on him.
Okay. Is that a roll to hit or?
You produce an electric whip. Yeah, it's a roll to hit.
Okay, roll to hit then for me.
Sorry, I found it just stacking up. Whoops.
That's a hit. Roll damage for me.
1d10 fire damage, and then I can use my next action like when it's like next turn, to automatically deal 1d10 damage,
Okay, nice.
and it's concentration.
Oh, it's like Witch Bolt, but for fire.
But better.
8 damage, okay. So, you may not have a weapon to your name, but you summon this glowing, fiery whip, or leash from the air. You lasso it around the waist of a shadow and yank it through. Again, bits of ichor just spatter outwards as the shadow dissipates, and you wrap it around the shadow once again. Is that your turn?
Bonus action, I'm going to cast a seal on it.
Okay. So, yeah. Which spell slot are you burning to do that?
Is the first.
First level? Okay.
So I just have one quick question.
Yeah.
So for next time, it says if the target has a seal on it, the damage is maximized by the Hellish Conduit.
Yeah.
So does it just take 10 damage, or?
Yes, it would do, yeah. As far as I
Okay.
understand it. Is that then your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Brings us to a turn of Isaiah, who doesn't have much at the moment, just a scimitar, but it will go to hit and with shadow in front of him. Nonetheless, it's going to be a 21 to hit. That is going to be a hit. And it's going to get 1d6 plus 5. 10 damage. The massive figure sweeps his scimitar through with just a mighty yell from him as he does so. He brings it right down on the shoulder, sweeps it down from the shoulder right to the hip. It would be a fatal blow on any human. This is not a human. It dissipates immediately after. You see Isaiah kind of glances his eyes up and he's like, what the hell are these things? And just as he says that, if I may, cut across, imagine the camera panning up from this battle scene and panning across and then panning down again to somewhere completely different. As Ori, you deftly step through a now empty, large, dark throne room. The two guards watching the entrance attempted to stop you, of course, but it was nothing a ray of frost and some firebolts couldn't handle. As you step across the flagstone floor, you hear a pair of hurried footfalls approaching from the far end of the room, just behind the throne. A large gate opens into a brazier lit hallway, and there are definitely a small group of people approaching your position. What do you wish to do?
How far away am I from them?
You're at the end of a large throne room. You'll probably be about 50 feet when they emerge.
So, say if I throw out a magnify gravity towards
Okay.
the entrance they're coming from, which would I can display it on the
Yep.
tabletop, and I cast that at second level. I have about 60 feet. I want to hit right behind them and
Okay.
get like a bunch of them.
Okay, you can do that. And
Why
that is
not?
that is a con save. Okay, so as they approach, I do want you to make a stealth check to try and kind of blend in, unless you are, of course, just standing there and magnifying the gravity around them. It's up to you.
I'll hide. I'm not gonna attract too much attention
Yeah, roll
right
stealth
off
for
the
me.
bat. That is a nat 20 for a 22 total. First
Okay.
roll.
As these figures come, you go into the darkness. Your cloak, which glitters like the night sky, comes over your shoulders and goes Vanta black as you disappear. You see, as the figures emerge, it's three people, and they all wear black leathers and large black cloaks. They're led by a large figure with two flanking, and one of the smaller figures immediately says, boss, the guards are gone, boss. And he just goes, Flame, find out where they've gone. Spike, go find a master and bring us more men. Yes, boss. And they both say that at the same time. You see as one kind of goes back into the hallways, see other two advance across the throne room, and I assume at that point you...
Yeah,
That's my gravity.
I want to hit them before they get too far, because it's 10 feet radius, so I want to
Okay.
get all of
That's-
them in there.
I'd say you can hit them both. So they're gonna
Jesus.
make con saves. First one gets a nat 20. Second
Okay.
one only gets a 10. So one succeeds, one fails. Roll damage for me.
It's gonna be, I'm gonna cast that up to a second level.
Okay.
It's gonna be 3d8 for a total of 16 force damage.
Okay. How? So.
Also, the
no.
one that is
Yep.
one that failed has his speed halved until the end of the next turn.
Okay. Wonderful. So you
If you
emerge
save, you
from the
don't-
shadows and extend your hand. An orb kind of appears
Lord.
near these people.
It's,
Yeah, but just like.
you might want to. You might want to sit down for this one, lads.
Okay. They're both immediately kind of sucked together and then slammed onto the ground. One immediately pulps in a horrible kind of grisly mess. The other one stands as much as he can. He goes down to one knee. You see, it looks like it is the boss you have pulped. The other guy is just there, holding against it. As you emerge from the shadows to do this, please describe your character for me.
He's not the tallest. He's a very short 5'6" man. For reference, has pitch black dark hair, which is kind of like it's about 4 inches tall. It kind of has like a mid split, and these gold bright amber eyes. He wears his night sky cape draped over both shoulders. And if it wasn't completely covering him, you'd see like a plain off-white shirt and some green-gray trousers. And that's just pretty much it you could see at first hand.
Okay. So you emerge, splatter one. The other guy is standing on his knee, and you notice as he is on his knee, he has a strange red stick attached to his hip, which is burning about. the guy just explodes. It looks like he accidentally lit his stick of dynamite on the way down with the cigarette he was smoking. He kind of... Again, it's grisly pulp everywhere. As you kind of recoil a few steps, an echo goes throughout the chamber, and this echo is heard in a very specific room where, at the current moment, shadows are fighting. The rest of you, I'm going to take you back to the round of combat as the flames are continuing to spread all around you. They're beginning to lash up against the walls. Kishore, you've had to now retreat from a door entirely as to not be horribly burnt. Brings us to the top of combat. It is a shadow once again, the same one who attacked Joy the first time, who has now actually been killed, which means straight off it is Kishore's turn.
I've been waiting for this moment. All right, take a look at this map.
Mock the shadows to death.
You're goddamn right I will.
I'll say that is where the flames are. I'm just going to keep drawing it on.
Oh, real quick, I don't see anything.
Oh yeah, I'll put you just kind of in the back corner, even though you're not technically there. Just kind of drop you in.
Is anybody in immediate trouble? Who's that? My thing doesn't zoom in. God damn it. Phone Foundry, why have you failed me? I'm just gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the other uppermost. Is it looking damaged, relative?
It's looking relatively damaged, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Vicious Mockery on that. I
Okay.
tell you're living in the shadow of your dead friend. Piss off.
Its head twists. Kind of tilts its head slightly. Wisdom
And it
save?
needs to make, wisdom saving.
Yeah. There's my d20, there it is. Okay, wisdom save, that is a 13.
That is a failure.
Okay, roll damage for me.
It takes a grand total of, that's not great. 4 damage.
Psychic. 4
Not bad. As its head kind
And
of
it
slightly
has-
tilts and then recoils backwards.
And it now takes disadvantage on its next attacks.
Wonderful. And I assume you're also gonna kind of obviously I'd phone foundry's phone foundry, but I assume you just kind of move out of the flames backwards slightly.
Yes, as
Yeah,
much as humanly, as much as I.
So in that case, you'd probably go up there to kind of step back, avoid the
And-
flames, stepping past Maverick.
Who's next on the initiative?
Next is Lugos.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, don't mess this up, Lugos. I'm gonna give him a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Do you want it instead?
That's why I fucking need the help. Thank you.
Yeah. Tell me when we're not being burned to death. Go.
All right. He is going to run up to this shadow here. His Zephyr Strike, I believe, lasts a minute. You can give yourself advantage on once before the spell ends. You can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack on turn. As your walking speed increases to the end of that turn. Movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. I guess he'll give himself advantage on the first attack then.
Okay,
since
roll
he
hit for me.
didn't do it last time.
Gets that extra force damage as well.
Yeah, he gets to only do this once, and he can keep concentrating on it for his speed, though, for the rest of it. Roll 2d20, drop 1 plus 7. 25.
Definitely hit, yeah. Roll damage for me.
28. 10.
Okay, 10 points of damage as he appears, slices through, and again, just these standard weapons aren't seeming to do a huge amount, but it is looking pretty badly hurt, and
Alright.
back to its
No
shadowy
more
roots at this
Zephyr
point.
Strike buffs except for the movement and opportunity attack stuff.
Okay,
So no more force damage and advantage. So I used all that up. Second attack. I'm out of 20.
okay. Roll damage for me.
9. Let's go.
Okay. Very nice indeed. Yeah, it's an understatement to say this thing looks hurt. It's shifting in and out of its form. Appears back again, disappears, appears back again. It is really glitching, is the only word to describe it at this point. Is that Lugos's turn?
He will move, because it won't provoke opportunity attacks. He will move back over here, next to
Okay.
Leokas.
As he moves, the fire seems to spread on his turn. The entire back of the room is lit ablaze in one smooth sweep of flame that now takes up the entire back corner, pouring heavy black smoke into the room with what limited space there is left. It is one of the shadows who is immediately going to go and attack Kishore in front of him. Unfortunately, that is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
I'm gonna use my reaction to impose my shield to give it disadvantage.
Oh, you beautiful man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Shield master, let's go.
Then that takes it to a 12.
And that definitely misses.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Nice. It's about to sweep in. Maverick, you come and you just bash this thing across the face of a shield. It goes backwards, goes for another hit, and Kishore, at this point, you're fully aware of its presence behind you. Duck right out of the way, as it is essentially useless. Now it's the one with the seal on it, who is going to go and attack Likas. It's going to be a 20 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, Likas, your strength score is reduced by 1 as it reaches out both hands onto your temple and begins to almost sear into your brain. Your muscles begin to atrophy and whimper around you.
What would I roll for a Constitution save? It doesn't say.
You don't need to make a con save, sorry.
Or a for my health.
For, yes.
I don't know what the DC would be.
DC 10. Spellcasting. Or spell. Yeah, DC 10 con save.
Yeah, do 20 plus your whatever you use for.
Oh, I see. It saves. It's save DC. Is that what I have to pass? Mine.
No, it's
It's,
not your own save DC.
it's either half the damage
it's the
or
DC
10,
of the
yeah.
damage.
Okay.
Which
sorry.
is just 10.
So it's a Constitution. It's a Constitution saving throw against DC 10 or half the damage, whichever is higher.
Okay, pass.
Which you pass.
Even as your muscles atrophy, you keep concentrating on the leash you have just attached to it, burning into it. It is now the turn of the shadow that has been vicious mockery. It's going to get disadvantage as it goes for Isaiah. That's first one is a 23. Second one is a 23 again. Alright, for Isaiah. That's going to be 1 strength point. As it comes in, sweeps across, grabs him by his right bicep, and you see as his right bicep kind of deflates like a balloon, whilst his left one is still a fully inflated balloon. Kind of looks down, looks a tiny bit shocked for a second, but he's still by far strong enough, you get the feeling. Maverick, it's your turn. The flames are spreading and these glyphs are still burning into the walls around you. Seem to be slowly activating.
There's still something that I haven't done yet that I didn't need to do because of haste. I am going to unleash my Radiant Soul.
Okay. Beautiful angelic wings appear behind you, your eyes glow more fierce, your hair swoops back like there's a strong breeze in front of you.
Let's go. Each attack on my turn deals 6 additional radiant damage.
Okay.
And now, because I had haste, I didn't need to do this. I know I'm gonna be burnt out on everything. I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
And now I'm going to make an attack from my Echo's position on the one in front of Isaiah.
Okay, alt hit for me.
Oh, that's a nat 2. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And then natural 2, still a 9, but unfortunately that isn't a hit. As your echo swipes upwards, the shadow disappears into the flames and re-emerges as the sword has passed it by.
Lugos, he's a little bit hurt. Who else is a little bit hurt? Everyone's looking terrible though because of prison.
I'm not
I'll
that
save
bad.
it.
I'm
It might be an emergency that I might. All right. When I take the attack action, I can bonus action shove. I'm gonna bonus action shove from my Echo's position the shade into the fire.
Okay.
Thank you, Shield
Okay.
Master. Give me contested athletics.
Yeah,
Ooh.
shades are not the most particularly athletic. That's going to be a 5.
25.
25.
You shoved 5 foot
20 higher.
diagonally into
Straight
the fire.
into the fire. There's a horrible kind of as it just smokes and disappears like sizzling meat on a barbecue. As the
Yum.
shade completely disappears with almost, you see the flames dim around it for a second, it's cold energy releasing. Then the shade is gone.
Hey, there's that. All right, cool. I will move myself here. Actually, wait, I don't have to do that. I can literally just do that.
Okay.
And my echo. Oh. Here.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
That's your turn. Which brings us to the turn of Joy. Joy, obviously, you have just killed the shadow attacking you. The shadow just in front of you has also just been eviscerated, and now you are faced with the flames, which is slowly creeping towards you. Probably about an inch every half a second. So, not particularly fast, but not particularly slow either. What do you wish to do?
So move over here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack the one that's in front of Leoka.
Okay. So, take it you're moving there, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Roll to hit for me. Yeah,
and
it has this.
fireball again.
Okay, it has this fiery chain around it. It's obviously very sick of fire, and as it's thinking how sick it is of fire, 18 points of fire damage are dealt to it. That'll be 9. You aim straight for its head. Its head dissipates in shadows as the fireball hits the back wall. It looks like you're severely hurt, and you notice as your fireball hits the back wall, that seems to be all the fire it needs for these glyphs to fully activate. And a beautiful banner of fiery runes appears around the entire peripheral of the room. It seems to be in Elvish. If anyone speaks Elvish, obviously I'll tell you what it means. But
Yep,
with
I do.
these... Okay, well it says, in fire forgotten and fire reborn, for those who speak Elvish. As the glyphs activate, you see they seem to lead like energy coursing through wires to the far wall over here. Makes the outline of a perfect door in the stone. You think this lair is probably much more ancient with much more secrets than this cult could ever anticipate. But the shadow is looking very hurt, and the room seems to be in a mixture of burning on fire, but something revealed in the back corner. Joy, is that your turn? I imagine that's your turn, anyway.
She's still
Yeah, it is.
Lekas. The
Well,
damage will be taken again, so if you just want to roll that straight off the bat, which is 10, because of the seal you have, guaranteed, which means, as you have this fiery leash around the waist of the shadow, how do you want it to turn it into
that's a
nothing?
D20. Whoopsie.
If, because yeah, your damage is a guaranteed 10 anyway.
Yeah.
How do you want the shadow to disappear as you have a fiery leash around it?
I guess I gotta do. I tighten the leash basically and like rip its shadow body in half, kind of like pull the leash
Okay.
back inside
Again,
my sleeve.
it retracts into you, and as it does so, the shadow disappears. It's kind of Ica fires over you a bit, and you kind of put a hand up and block most of it, and it spatters across the room behind you. But again, that is another echo, not echo. I've been
Another shadow.
another shadow killed. Okay. Which brings us to the turn of Isaiah, who, with no shadows around him, is immediately just gonna go. He's gonna go next to Kishore, over here, right next to this door that has appeared, and use his scimitar to swipe at this shadow. 24. And 7 damage. Kishore, you see, as this huge man tries to decapitate the shadow, doesn't succeed, but is looking very good doing it. That sounds weird. I meant as in it was a very good hit, not...
No. I find it attractive. It's attractive. Big men
brings
swinging
us
swords. What's to
to-
hate?
Fair enough. Which brings us to a turn of Kishore, who sees this big man come and swing the sword and thinks, I like that.
Not a bad attempt, but gotta dissipate. Vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery again. Wisdom save. Before I make the save, how are you mocking this, Shadow?
It's getting hard to see you there, friend. Are you smoke? You act. Come on.
Okay. Wisdom save, that's gonna be a 13.
Nope.
Okay, roll damage for me.
Nada.
Another 4 points of
damage.
damage. As it's odd. It seems to understand you, but offers no response of its own. As it just goes. Seems kind of frustrated with your attempts, and physically hurt, and mentally hurt as well. You've destroyed the emotional stability of the shadow.
It also has disadvantage on its attack as well. Take that.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I need to hold on these just in case. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Is Lugos doing anything? Or is he heading straight to the door to try and punch through it? Get away from the flames.
Oh no, the fire! Fire scary, fire bad.
So I imagine he doesn't do anything? Or does he, Ryan?
Sorry, what's up?
It is Lugos' turn.
I forgot whose turn. Forgot
would
I
he
have
be
to
doing
control
anything?
two people. Absolutely not. He is getting the fuck out.
Okay.
His speed is still increased by like a lot.
Okay.
No,
So
until the end of that turn. Sorry, no. So he is still have a 30 speed. Yeah.
So is he going to try and open the kind of a door that has appeared on the wall, or is he just going to head to the door he already knows exists?
I don't know. He is very average in intelligence. I get to say that because he's not here. Where is the door, by the way, that appeared? Is it like down in this corner
It's
here?
just next to Isaiah over.
Sure, he'll make a book for it.
Okay.
If that one is dead, then he'll make his 2 attacks on the way through and do 2 attacks at the one that's
As he
right
jumps
there.
over the table, swipes past. Rolled hit for me twice.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll do both rolled hits first and then total damage.
I'll just roll 2d20s here. Both of them have a +7, so one's an 18. Actually, I could just open these up.
Both are hits.
One's an 18 +7, and the one's an 8 +7.
Yeah, both are hits. Roll damage twice for you
Sweet.
then.
6 +8.
Lugos is performing best when Elijah isn't here. What's going on?
Hey, and then I'll make that one my Slayer's Prey as a bonus action, so I'll get
Okay.
that one another d6. So a total of 15 damage to the one in front of Isaiah.
Okay. Very nice indeed. As he rushes past, goes straight for his spine twice. It kind of topples for a second and seems very shaky. Kind of disappears into the table, comes back up. As he goes, was it here? He's gonna move.
He's passing through. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on the way through, and he will get to that door.
Okay. Which brings us to a turn of the shadow. Immediately gonna go for one who mocked him, sure, with disadvantage. That first one is gonna be an 11. That isn't a hit, as it is. Let's see if he gets a natural one. No, he didn't. He rushes forward, tries to attempt, almost swipes Kishor's hat off his head. Kishore, you have to kind of reach your hand out, stop the hat from the flames. It kind of licks the edge and turns it a bit darkened, but you pull your hat back on just in time as the shadow comes for another track. You dodge to the side, escaping all of its blows pretty expertly. Maverick, you're up.
This is my echo. I guess I will swap. Actually, I'll just swap positions and dispel it. So the real me will be right here.
Okay.
And I will make an attack against it. I'm still freaking radiant.
still
as
glowing,
hell.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm
His
still
skin's
radiant
glowing,
up here.
wow.
Let's go. Wow.
was the
Oh,
really
that isn't that
moisturized.
one, unfortunately.
Oh, and that one. Okay. So, you swipe through to go to hit, but as you do so, the shadow turns, you see its face, it kind of begins to shift and morph and flicker with 1,000 images of people you know. You see your father in there, your sister, and this kind of
stop it.
shock makes you immediately kind of withdraw off. Purifier slips from your hand, it fires out into the flames, and you kind of, like Thor retracting a weapon, instead of it doesn't come flying back, you just make it materialize in your hand again as it just turns and goes straight towards you.
Okay. Alright, I'm pissed. Bonus action shield shove.
Okay.
Anybody want some apples and caramel?
I would actually.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
That is a 17, sorry, for an athletics check to shove
That is only
into
a
the fire.
12. 14 minus 2. Okay.
Shove into the fire.
I'm gonna say roll a d20 for me. Just general d20.
You fall in the fire.
Right. 3.
3. Okay. It's like the shadow seems to be made of almost a Newtonian fluid. No, not Newtonian fluid. It's one of those fluids where when you hit it, it kind of turns solid. It's this incomparable form. You slice through, it doesn't do anything. But as you have a large shield and push against it, the entire shadow kind of begins to hardens and is thrown into the flames, which is only going to take 1d4 damage. 4 fire damage. And you see it kind of rise up from the flames just next to the door, looking very angry, particularly at Kishore, who's now right next to him. Kishore, you have a burning shadow to deal with in your turn, if it's alive by then. Joy, it is your turn. You see the shadow in the flames, you've seen the secret door emerge, which Isaiah is right next to. What do you wish to do?
There's only the one shadow left, right?
Only the one shadow, and is in the fire right next to Kishore.
I'm gonna move right here and go ahead and attack that one.
Okay.
Orion, get off the news.
Is that an 11 to hit?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is not a hit. Is there anything else you wish to do?
I don't think so. Nope.
Okay, in that case, Lakas, you're up. You've just dispatched of the shadow, retracted your hell's leash into you. What do you wish to do?
Well, I never picked up a scimitar because I wasn't paying attention. So I want to go sucker punch this guy.
Okay. He is in the fire. You'll kind of have to squeeze past Kishore and get yourself a bit burnt, but it is possible. You can try to do it without getting burnt. If
Can I throw a
like.
chair at him?
You can throw a chair at him.
I'd like to do that.
Roll me a dexterity check, because unfortunately you're not proficient in chairs.
How you know?
Oh boy, howdy.
Okay, 19. Roll me a d4 plus your strength. If the shadow is killed by chair.
Pick up the chair and throw it.
Death by chair.
Hey, why don't you take a seat? Just
Go on and just sit your ass down.
Lakas, you pick up this sturdy oak chair. You take it and it's a beautiful throw. Sure, you get the sense behind it. You duck as the chair skims over your shoulders. The shadow stands up, raises its horrible finger forward to Kishore. It is suddenly hit by a flying piece of furniture, battering it against the back wall, disappearing into the flames. It appears you have chaired a shadow to death.
yes.
That is
Let
amazing.
us go.
With that, all the shadows are dispatched. It is, unless Lakas you wish to do anything else, it is the turn of Isaiah. Unless you wish to move anywhere, or
Is there any stale bread?
there's a candle.
I'm not joking. I have a bunch of stale bread in my inventory.
You do. That is a
Just
piece of
wait.
armor you have been working on since like session 1. Turn to Sean Connery.
No, that's it though.
Okay, that's it. In that case, Isaiah sees the door. The fires have now burned to such a point that energy has come down and formed a handprint on the stone. He reaches his hand out, puts it on the handprint, and as it does so, you all turn to see a of energy course through him. He is going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as his hand recoils backwards with a crunch. You think his wrist may be pretty damaged from that, but as it fires backwards, the door, the heavy set portion of stone in the wall begins to rise up, dust falling off, and as it rises, you see glyphs coating the walls in a very small hallway, and a very royal throne room on the other side. I assume you're all heading through, or would anyone like to stay in the burning room?
Is this random guy just right behind us?
That is just Xander chilling out, watching the fight. He's
Okay, so
actually
he's not
in
actually
another
there.
room. Yeah,
Okay.
But he wanted.
I'm gonna be a little bit curious.
Yeah.
it's just a random guy in a cape, like, nice chair.
What's up? Hey. Nice chair throw, by the way. Cheerio.
If they're planning to do that next year on the Olympics, maybe you should go.
Olympic chair throwing.
Right, so I take it you're all heading through.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you
Man,
quickly
this place
head
is still
through
on fire.
into a folding room. As you all head in, the stone door immediately slams shut. It's odd, the glyphs in here seem to activate whenever smoke comes through, and the smoke immediately dispels as you...
What do the glyphs say?
The glyphs in here aren't actually inscriptions, they are literally just magical glyphs of the arcane defensive variety carved into the walls. But as you kind of catch your breath, you can hear the flames flickering against the wall behind you. You take hope of... No, you don't take hope? That's what happens when I read the music soundtrack names whilst I'm talking. You take very scary... You take hope. No. You take note of everything around you. Glancing about, you see a beautifully decorated vault. 4 pillars support the ceiling, all constructed from gold and marble. The floor also is gold. Not gold, it's marble with a beautiful crimson rug running the entire length. In the center of this room is a golden plinth. On it is a white bow with a white quiver next to it and a shield, a beautiful shield rested against the plinth. Around the room there are stacks of gems and gold and various other items in lockboxes and viewing cases you can see. You very quickly make out the familiar shape of your equipment, which has been shoved to one side of the room next to a pile of crates and barrels. The entire room here has a strange, decadent taste in the air. Very odd. What do you all wish to do?
I'm gonna
Taking
look
this
at-
bow won't set off any traps, will it?
Try it.
We should probably look at it before you try.
Oh, sure, I suppose.
Jesus Christ.
Lugos, you should insight check the bow.
I'd like to investigate. I'd like to investigate the bow.
T, roll investigation.
Tree.
Oh, Spencer, here in my natural habitat, can I get a bonus to that, or do I not know where I am?
You know, since
Fuck off, you don't know where you are. You're gonna get a normal investigation roll. Fuck off of here.
21.
Still a 21.
Lugos puts his thumbs in his suspenders, pulses up to the podium, glances down, and he sees a beautiful bow. It's a long bow made of white, it's very charming white wood, beautifully formed with gold filigree laid into it. What really catches his eye is the quiver that lays next to it on this golden plinth. It's of the same white variety, apart from this is a white leather. Possibly made from a mythical beast. He is maybe... Well, actually, no. Lugos probably won't have heard of many mythical beasts with white leather. But sure, I'm sure, if quiz about it would. But again, it's a beautiful white leather quiver, and in it there are 8 arrows. Each arrow is an arrow that he's never seen before. You know, your standard garden variety wood with metal tip. These are interesting arrows. One's made of pure ruby, by the looks of it. One's made of pure glass. One's tipped with a dark gemstone, like jet. All of these arrows are beautifully made and shimmer with energy.
Cool.
Well, if I suppose no one else is going to be needing it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's, we should probably not get yourself too comfortable with that before we get a chance to look at it outside of this place.
I look at the
Oh,
shield.
sure, I suppose. He'll sling the bow over his shoulder.
Okay.
The quiver over his shoulder.
Lakers, you're looking at the shield.
Yeah.
You look, kind of tilt your head at it. It looks like it's the wing of an angel. As in, it's a beautiful silver and gold piece, which is just a cropped wing of an angel. It's got a large star on front of it that shines a radiant light out. And it's weighted amazingly, and as you move it, there's... if you've seen kind of the Marvel films with Captain America, how kind of when the vibranium is moved, it kind of goes...
Yeah.
And it has that same magical hum to it.
This is snazzy.
Yeah, there's a
I know
certain...
someone
Snazzy looking
Yes.
shield, man.
But I will say, Lekas, as you look at something so radiant and pure, that tattoo burnt into your shoulder begins to kind of twist and gnarl, and you feel a knot in your stomach.
You know,
Oh, you don't like holy relics. Oh, shit.
this doesn't make me feel too good. You know, Maverick, this is probably more your style. Yep, here I tossed the shield right to
Are
Maverick.
you look like you're about to throw up. Are you all right?
Yep, I must have been something. Must have been that stew they gave us. Whew.
If you even want to call it feeding. Sure, I'll take the shield off of him.
Okay, yeah, as I said before, it's beautifully weighted. It's a wonderful shield, and it's so light, you don't think it's made of any metal you've ever seen or heard of.
Well, I seem to feel fine.
Any non-holy relics?
If you'd like, as a group, everyone roll investigation for me, and I'll tot up your totals to see what you find in there.
Okay.
Right now, let's do it, boys.
Teamwork. Teamwork makes a dream work, right?
Investigation.
I was saying, I want to take a look at those jewels.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, Lakers.
I know. You're welcome, everybody. I helped you out really good right there.
Yeah, you
Guys.
did. Good job, buddy.
I'll throw a
Isaiah will
chair at
roll
you.
investigation for you as well. Isaiah gets a 12. Now we're just rating on Lugos and Maverick.
Any magical chairs of returning in here?
You get a chair of returning. It's a wonderful boomerang type device. It's portable. It folds out.
It's a fucking actual folding chair
It's a
for like bar
futon.
tables, and you just
There are rumors it was once made by the great god known as Akia. And it's
fucking Christ.
I quit. I'm done.
I'd probably be interested in probably any kind of just straight money. I don't
Okay.
feel like gemstones or like lock
So,
boxes, jewelry boxes, rubies.
in that
separate.
case,
I don't want
could
any of
you
that.
please roll
Just-
That's all
investigation for me?
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can have the trinkets.
I will use
I
Lugos
like all of
Lukos's
that.
existing investigation, and if you just roll me one for Maverick, I'll add that up.
I just need a
All
weapon,
right.
honestly. My fists aren't gonna work.
Oh, do you want the... Isn't our equipment in this room?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your equipment is in that room.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's kind of
It is
piled
in
up in the
the
back, horribly
oh,
thrown
shit,
in there
they're all
with no
down there.
care
I'm
at
gonna
all.
grab that.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a 82 investigation in total. I'm gonna say that's enough to find some very interesting things as you're talking about.
We all got
sure.
nat 20s, actually.
All got that 20s.
I'll
My
roll the
apologies.
inspiration for it too. Why not?
Okay, that brings us to
Yes, sir.
87. Is it 87?
Can I give the help action?
Unfortunately, because you're all doing it, it's anyway.
Hell, allow me
Nice
to help
try.
myself.
So you all gather your equipment. I will say, if you are equipping your armor, for those who wear heavy armor, that will actually take a decent amount of time. It takes time to put heavy armor on. Have the screens gone kind of weird? Oh, I just need to. That's why.
Mine doesn't take long to put up.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
I'm back to being a
I got
badass.
that lightweight shit.
Kishore and Joy. As Joy goes up to find some gems, Kishore, I assume you'd stick relatively close, as you do.
You know me.
Joy, you look about and you do find quite a few gems. You find 30 gems, in fact, all of them shimmering and beautiful in very easy to handle sacks. And my best thing is, because you now have your bag of holding back, you can just throw all these gems in there.
Beautiful.
You
Wonderful.
also, as a party, you also find 3,000 gold pieces dotted about.
Holy crap. Okay.
Oh shit.
Joy, you find
So-
something that takes your eye. It's a shimmering ruby, maybe about the size of a palm of my hand. It's star-shaped and held in a glass display box. And as you open it, there's a dark aura to it that comes seeping out towards you. It seems to be a ruby motivated by malice and vengeance. You have no idea what it is, of course, at the moment, but it is a dark but very pretty artifact. You find that. Kishore, you're going about and you find, as you're kind of opening up a crate, you find something you like. Can I ask what Kishore's favorite color is?
That would have to be either red or green. He has combinations of both.
Okay, and what color is his current poncho?
Probably. His poncho is currently Clint Eastwood green.
Okay. So as it just so happens, you open the crate, and there's a Clint Eastwood green cloak in there, and you pick it up, and it's like no cloak you've ever seen in that there are the same type of runes, but slightly different penmanship. A cover in this beautiful silver color that glow with a faint energy surrounding the edges. I don't know if you can speak GIF. You can speak GIF.
Definitely not.
Yeah, there are GIF runes that surround this entire thing, and you notice there's a beautiful brooch to clasp it shut. That's a single white gemstone. You see a faint magical wisp still in the center of it.
Does comprehend languages work with like writing as well?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Good. Good thing I got that.
Me too.
Oh, look at us. Let's cuddle.
Whoa.
Honey, I have it too.
You're not allowed. No girls allowed.
We'll never.
The only
Excuse
thing I
me.
have is comprehend fist to face when I defeat people. Can you comprehend this?
I can. Let's.
Filthy casual.
Can you comprehend my chair throwing?
I'm gonna stuff that away in my personal pack for now. I'm not putting anything on in this cult lair without identifying it first.
That
But
is fair. That is fair.
Can I do an investigation of some sort on the gem to see if it's going to affect me when I pick it up and stow it away?
I'd say roll Arcana.
Okay.
As well as this, you see Isaiah seems to have found himself a very nice battle axe here.
can I give him? Sorry, can I give her advantage
Damn it.
on that Arcana check? I'll help her because I know magic
Yes.
things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
And you're right behind her for some reason.
Always.
I stuck my poncho, my new poncho, in my bag,
Cool.
and I'm like, that looks sketchy.
Joy.
And I give her the help
this,
action.
You know, well, you get a deep suspicion. This, it's not exactly a corrupting thing, but it can be used for pain of others.
Well,
Oh. Pain or
That's,
pleasure, depending on, your preference.
stop.
Depending on your fancy.
Oh my... Kishaw, stop. Cease.
You open another box. There's whips. Oh, no. Wrong vault. Wrong vault.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Wrong cult.
Leather
wrong
mask.
cult.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
His name is all written like on all the whips.
Maverick unzips his leather mask mouth. Hey, this is pretty cool shit.
Jesus.
And the leather mask gives you +5 performance.
Okay,
Yeah, plus-
so Joy. All right. That looks to be some sort of Warden Chris. Fuck, I hate you guys. I can't even take it serious. Okay. We have a guest, guys. Come on. Serious faces. That appears to be some kind of crystal that's meant for perhaps inflicting pain of some kind.
She'll just raise an eyebrow at you and grab it and put it in our bag of holding.
All right.
Okay. As this is happening, Isaiah, with his new, very large battle axe, kind of approaches you all, and he just goes, "Oh, what's the plan here?"
Preferably, sir, get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Well, it's easier said than done, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fair.
What's the plan for you, sir, after we do get out of here? With the whole corruption thing, where are you to go?
I'm hoping there'll be a few loyalists left. If there is, we can use them to try and rid as much corruption as possible. If not, I'll take all boys I can and head to another city. Maybe Warp Creek, maybe Cold Fort. No? Maybe Warp Creek, maybe Steel Hollow. Well, we can, yeah.
May I offer a suggestion?
Yeah?
There's some good, honest, hard-working troops in Marlin if you ever head out that direction.
Yeah. You got any, personal connections there, boy?
Born and raised.
Well, we'll see about it. How about that?
I'll reach into whatever my possession is, and I will, my old, ranked, like, somewhat dented up, somewhat, tarnished steel, standard.
Okay.
I was a low-ranking, guard officer when I was in Marlin, and I handed over to him.
Okay.
Beautiful.
It was like recruit, stage 2 recruit, so it's like, you know, guard duty.
Yeah. Oh, well, we all started somewhere. This is nice.
Yeah.
And you see, just as you say that, and he looks down at it, one of the far walls of the chamber. If you could see it in slow motion, you'd see the bricks begin to protrude outwards as a single brick comes flying out. A shockwave as a pillar tumbles. Your ears all begin to ring as a to one side of the room explodes outwards. Dust comes out, covers you all. You see two figures come flying through this newfound hole in the wall. You see a figure, a small figure, in a dark cloak. Underneath him, a cultist with very spiky hair, who immediately splats against the floor.
Well
The ringing subsides for a minute as you all cough the dust out, the rubble settles, and you glance about as this figure kind of stands up, making his very dramatic entrance.
I summoned Pure Fire already. I'm ready to fight again.
Crossbows drawn and pointed at.
Yep.
Okay.
I can't hear Xander at all!
Oh no, he's muted.
He's muted on Discord.
Oh no, I know he DC'd a little earlier.
Ah!
Ah,
No, he's a mute wizard. That's the worst type of wizard. They can't do any they can't do any
He
verbal
does
components.
He does like.
come on, man! Don't be shitting on the ASL.
No. I was about to say, like, imagine like a wizard doing sign language, but everyone thinks he's about to cast a fucking spell, and everyone's all like, "Oh shit, what is he gonna do?" Can the wizard do somatic and verbal components with sign language to make subtle spells only?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Has to be
Possibly.
DM allowed, I think.
Xander. I think I have a sneaking suspicion this may be Wi-Fi related.
No, I mean he was just regularly Discord muted. Maybe we could have heard.
You know, one thing I think we really need for the roundtable is a really cheesy kind of technical difficulties. Please return later. Screen.
Like the colored bars and the black and white grid. It's like static.
Just kind of play some.
Oh, on a
elevator
side
music.
note, since we're all here, if you want to look up some eerie stuff on YouTube, just if you're in the mood to just look up some creepy shit, look up Local 58. YouTube channel. They have some pretty interesting stuff. They have like those hyper realistic like scenario things where like they had like the contingency plan where they interrupt like all of the news broadcasts
Oh,
and
he's
tell
there
everyone to
with the
hide, and
cool
it's just
overlay.
really weird shit. Really, like it's one of those eerily like this is too realistically made to like, you know, it kind of gives that eerie chill, like it could be real, you know.
Okay, Xander, can you hear us?
Anyway.
Can we hear you?
Oh, his webcam's frozen
Oh.
for a second.
Oh.
Oh, hey. No, you're right. You check your Discord audio input settings.
Oh.
Nope, we can't hear you. Still can't hear you. Is it turned on? Is your interface powered on? Can you hear yourself talk through your live feedback monitoring?
Alright, Kashaw, I'll play us some Johnny Cash in the meantime.
I hurt myself daily to see if I feel.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Oh.
Oh, perfect. Right, keep going.
No, a different Johnny Cash. Can we do Wayfaring Stranger, please?
I wish I could play that song, but I haven't learned it yet.
Can we do
Oh, okay.
Ring of Fire?
Just a
I don't know a lot of Johnny Cash songs yet. I'm sorry, I'm still learning.
Fuck!
I know I play acoustic, but that's not my specialty. Mer.
Mer.
My specialty is the bongos. Oh, there it is. You had it. You had it.
Oh.
Now you're just regularly Discord muted. What the heck?
I'm so confused.
I don't know what he's doing. All he has to do is unmute.
Oh.
Oh.
Xander?
We're in the middle. Can you guys
Yes.
hear me right now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we
We're
got
in the
you back,
fucking
buddy.
middle of a thunderstorm, apparently.
Oh,
Ah.
that's convenient timing. It's
Yeah,
very
such
convenient
amazing
timing. It's
I am literally on my phone.
I like
Don't
how
worry
you
about it.
bring your microphone closer, even though that's not the microphone you're using.
it's for placebo effect.
Shh, don't worry about it.
All right.
It's a habit.
stop.
It's a habit.
Let's not ruin this for him, okay?
So,
Let's not ruin
if
this.
we are to recap what happened, almost like riding a broomstick, a wizard in an amazing looking starry cloak sailed in. The cultist immediately fires in from the back wall as a pillar falls down. He seems to have come from a storeroom or a throne room where has been knocked through, but there's no signs of anyone else as he has emerged pretty spectacularly into this vault. What do you all wish to do?
Point my sword at him.
Point my gun, crossbow at him.
Who are you?
Who are you? You just came through the goddamn wall.
Look like Harry Potter.
Shut up.
Shut the
We don't
Oi,
get.
lads.
I stabbed
Oi,
Luke.
lads.
Like-
I don't know who this motherfucker is, but if he's one of them.
Boy,
Hoity-toity-toy.
fecker.
Who the fuck are you, you weak little
Who
cunt?
the feck are you?
Why are we all playing
Okay,
Lugos?
Lads,
Oh,
I
Luca.
don't appreciate the bath mouthing that's happening right here, right now. Okay? Y'all don't seem like them guards from earlier with the black leather stuff.
No,
Well-
we've been taking our time killing those fucking assholes. Are you not?
I am none of these people. I shan't ever be caught wearing such audacious outfits, okay? I am a man of high fashion as I
It's the
whip
fashion police.
my cape back.
Well, your diction is absolutely astounding at this particular moment, but we should probably be making. Do you have a way to out of here?
I can't leave right now. I'm searching for a certain book, a tome, you could say.
Well,
A tome of the great Atuin. I need this.
all right. I pull the string on my crossbow as I kind of unload the bolt and I put it back in its quick draw position. All right. We are adventurers who got caught up in a little bit of a tiff. We're just trying to get out of here. If you can help us do that, would we be willing to help this person for their book or whatever?
What's the book?
Oh,
used
there's a
for?
bunch of fucking boxes around. I'm sure we can find your book in here.
Yeah, if it happens to be on our way out, I don't mind, but I don't want to stay under here any longer.
Yeah, agreed. I don't want to be
We
here.
were kind of in fucking prison.
Yeah, Lugo, someone's got your balls chopped off.
Hey, what time? Do you know
Oi.
do you know what time it is? Just by the by, I'm curious.
I think it's about high noon.
I will say, when you start to venture down here, it was probably about 4 in the afternoon. So you think it might be about 5 now.
I've been in here for about an hour at this point, I think. And
Right.
I'd say it was about 4 when I came in. So logic would pertain that would be 5.
What
Oh,
day?
great.
Do you know? But do you know what day it is?
It is today. The day is today.
It's
The
the
moment is
equivalent
now.
of it's the equivalent
Probably
of
spent
a
over
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
How
Tuesday.
how long have we been in here given that information?
We've
Maybe
probably
4
been here
days.
overnight.
Wait, how many days?
Overnight.
4 days.
Just overnight. Yeah, no, just a day. That's fine. No, I'm just kidding.
4 days.
It seems like it has been 4 days.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
Well, it's probably been it probably feels like 4 days. It's probably been at least 2. At most, like a week.
Well, yeah.
Who knows?
You know you entered on a Thursday, or the equivalent of a Thursday.
Well then, take a look around this place, see if you can find your book. But if you can just retrace your steps and tell us where you came from, we'll get out of your hair.
I came from that door I just fell through.
You came through the wall, friend.
It is now a door.
Look, son, I'll help you find your book. And you see as Isaiah goes and begins to tear lids off of crates.
Lugos and myself will be, doing
Isaiah
the thing.
rolls to investigate.
The moment where Maverick gets a good investigation roll with a -1, let's go.
So, in this case, you all begin to look around, and you'll be tearing stuff out. You don't find any. You find lots of books, but none of them. I assume you take them all to Borelius. None of them seem to fit the description he has. As you begin to rifle through them all, towards the end, Isaiah picks up a large crate and he goes, "I've got a good feeling about this one." Rips it out, and as he rips the lid off, it's piled high with gemstones. Joy, of course, you immediately love this, I assume. It sparkles in the light. But as he does this, a large gemstone on top goes flying onto the floor just before all of your feet. It cracks as it magic begins to leak out as you all feel tingling on the back of your neck. I need you all to make wisdom checks for me.
Oh god.
Wisdom saves or just checks?
I'll say saves. Saves. Yeah.
Joy with a nat 1. Oh no.
Okay.
Maverick with a nat 4. Oh no. Leokas with a nat 2. Oh no.
Oh no.
Everyone here is doing a very unfortunate at this moment in time.
Okay. In that case, as the gem hits the floor, begins to shatter, there's a sudden blinding burst of purplish greenish light. It encompasses you all. You all feel a burning sensation, and for the most part, actually no, all of you feel your stomach twist and knot as it feels like you're thrown backwards, but then thrown over and through something.
Also, I'd like
Okay.
to say that I rolled a 21.
Okay, so for you it's much more pleasant actually.
got
You
a
just feel like you're doing
19.
flips. Okay, it's also much more pleasant for Borelius, as it seems like you're just flipping through and really enjoying life, doing some impromptu acrobatics. As something very weird is happening to your bodies. The light goes black. You're no longer in the room, as you're plummeting from somewhere. And then, just like it started, you all tumble out in a pile on top of each other in a corridor. It's a stone corridor, smelling of the same horrible, dark, wet that the rest of the lair does. But glancing about, you can hear shouting in the distance, a very unmistakable shouting of Cetal Sevi, as you find yourselves in effectively the bend of a corridor, plummeting out on top of each other with a...
Oh, what happened?
My head is, my god.
Get the fuck off of me.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I hop up.
I
Dust
will
myself
say-
off with
Yeah.
prestidigitation.
Luckily, Isaiah landed first. I don't know if you got Isaiah landing on you. Yeah.
Where the hell are we?
Well, I assume we're still in that stinking place somewhere.
Oh, god damn it.
Hopefully not. But
It still
Maybe.
smells like the same place.
yeah. All right.
Let's travel to where it smells the least horrid. That might be our escape route then.
Corellius,
We'll
make
go-
me an intelligence check.
All right.
By the way, did I scoop up any gold while I was in there?
As a party, you got 3,000 gold. I'll allow you to
Oh,
divvy that how you
great.
wish.
That would be 500 per person if we're splitting it evenly, and if not, then we all get an extra.
That would be an 18 on my part. I don't know
Okay.
if it's
As the others are talking about immediately leaving, there's a tingling at the back of your neck. You smell iron very strongly on the air. As a semi-powerful wizard, you know what magic feels like, and this is very powerful magic. You can deduce the Grimoire is relatively close.
Oi lads, I feel like we're almost there. It should be none further than like a couple of rooms. I figure I can smell the iron in the book. The raw magic filling the air around it.
Do I look like a lad to you?
No, this here's Joy. She lady.
I'd
so-
say in the current political era, lad is a fairly gender neutral term.
I would very much disagree with you, sir, but either way, we were not where we were, and that book might be the best. What is this book? What is this book? Does this book have the ability to teleport any of us?
Why are you looking for it?
That book is one of a few grimoires with very powerful, if not insanely powerful magic. It's beyond 9th level.
Then it sounds like
Okay.
you just destroy it.
But, well, whether or not we take it or use it, if it has the ability to get us the fuck out of this place, I say we just help the gentleman here.
Why are you looking for it? We don't know anything about you.
Exactly. That as well.
A name would be interesting.
The name's Perelius Hatter. My friends call me Pori. I'm studying at the old Archenmond Royal Academy. It's very prestigious, but me being only 20-something years, some has escaped me in my study time.
What happened to your throat?
I
Are you a
I-
smoker?
I fell through a door, okay?
That wall must have hit you real hard. Did,
I
but-
mean-
Crushed his larynx, poor lad.
As you finish saying this, echoing through what you can't quite tell which side this sound is coming from, but you hear a set of footsteps. Footsteps? You hear a set of footsteps? No. There's a pair of footsteps coming from somewhere down one of the corridors, and you hear hushed conversation that sounds something like Do anything interesting over the weekend? Yeah, not really. You? Well, I went to dinner with the in-laws, did some fishing, made it back in time for the ceremony on Monday, of course. Ah, fishing with her father, Bill? Yeah, still isn't a fan of you then.
Why?
Yeah. As these footsteps grow closer and closer down one of the corridors, what do you all wish to do?
Is there anywhere to hide around here?
You're effectively just in an open corridor. It's pretty
so
shadowy. You could try
Find a
just
direction
slip into
and
shadows.
charge. Find a direction and just charge.
I put a hand on Maverick's shoulder. I'm like, hold on. I'm going to what can I do? I'm gonna use prestidigitation.
Okay.
Do I know what direction it's coming from?
I'd say you'd need to make a perception check if you wish to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out what direction that's coming from.
Sure, actually, I might as well.
Is there currently a map?
don't know
'Cause I'm not seeing anything.
There is no map now.
Okay.
10. Lugos hears some shit.
Lugos is accustomed to his time in the woods. If you're to think you're on the kind of the bend of the hallway, so you've got kind of left and right, it's coming from the left. And it's growing rapidly
Lugos walks
closer.
up.
Maybe about 10 seconds off.
Coming from that direction over there.
All right.
It's probably the direction we need to go.
I can't say. The iron smell is very strong in this one.
Two figures
Is-
round a far corner, both dressed in the same leathers. Need you all to make stealth checks for me.
Is it
Oh,
is it the same cultist leathers?
From what you can see, yeah. It's kind of a classic mask.
Okay. Don't mess up your stealth checks, ladies and gentlemen.
I have disadvantage.
Perception is pretty good.
Let's go!
Okay. Isaiah gets 21.
My
So-
lowest was a 5 plus 2.
Okay. So, with their perceptions, Lakas.
I'll
Okay.
make sure I'm away from everybody before, because I know I'm bad at stealth. Like, I'd go hide on the other side of the room,
Okay.
away from the party.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of on a hallway, so most you can do is kind of go back down the hallway. So you're kind of not visible immediately from the hallway they're coming from, if that makes sense. So you kind of go back down here. I want to see you going this way. But as you all disappear into the shadows, sure, you think the very nice brim of your hat, it might reflect a bit of a torchlight. And as you kind of try and stop it, the two figures stop. So you see the larger figure tilt his head and kind of scratch his neck. Is there anyone there? Don't like people hiding in the dark.
They saw me, didn't they?
I'm okay.
They
hear
didn't.
me
They
out
haven't
here,
seen
guys.
Lakas because you've kind of gone
I'm
down.
gonna try
so.
some shit. I'm gonna try some shit.
You're not there.
In my best impression of that asshole. I'm not gonna stride forward, but I'm gonna. Yes, of course we're here. What are you doing down this hallway anyway? Patrolling a different route.
No, this is the route we're always patrolling, and I want you to make deception as well.
All right, let's go. I'm good at this. I don't remember the voice you used.
Oh.
It's kind of just very posh English, but not posh to the extent of the Lemon Underground guy. More posh to the
Oh,
extent
okay.
of just foppish.
16.
Oh, damn, plus 10 fuck.
Decently good. You think it may pass. You think. Look. And he kind of twists his head. Oh, you sound a bit different.
I was having a bit of. I was enjoying myself a bit too much, laughing at the pain I was inflicting on our new prisoners. Listen,
That's a bit
I
sick, that.
just. Are you going to disobey? Are you going? Do you have something to say to me then?
No, of course not. So I for a second I just thought you were an intruder, and I wasn't afraid to go and kick someone in the bollocks.
So. No. How's about you turn yourself around, go back where you came from, and start your route again?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay.
With advantage.
Woo!
The route again. Start over so we may follow you and we know how to get out now.
It's drop DL1, right?
Yep, drop lowest one.
Also, Lakers, I will say, as this is happening, the kind of a resonance of a voice on the wall, you vaguely recognize some of the notes of this voice.
Let's fucking go!
Natural 20? That's
30.
30.
That's a 30 total.
Okay,
Let's go.
so they turn around, and as they turn around, Lakers, it suddenly springs into mind, you know one of these people. In fact, you worked pretty closely with one of these people. As he turns around, he's like, alright, okay, start the route again. Go on, polish my boots for nothing. Turns around, on the spot. Are you doing anything with that knowledge, or are you just letting them walk off?
Is it who I think it is?
No.
Okay.
It's just with someone you were relatively kind of good friends with.
There's only 2 of them, right?
There's only 2, yeah.
I guess to say how it's been.
He immediately kind of stops. Boss, I didn't realize he'd come back. Yeah.
Wait, boss.
Hi.
Wait.
Talking to the shadowy figure of Shaw, which he thinks is his boss.
Yes.
You didn't tell me Aaron was coming back.
I look over at Leocas and I motion. Did you say something? Did he say something?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I motion you forwards. Go along. Introduce yourself.
I'm gonna have the staff of Tolona out.
Yep.
So it looks like I'm of some importance. Or not staff, the spear.
Oh, by the gods, it is you. I haven't seen you since with the temple expedition, and after that you just buggered off into some woods.
Yeah, it's been a while. I see you're still a guard.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was hoping you can show me around this place. Seavine gave me some options to decide to come back, and, well, I'm back.
Unfortunately, as the boss just said, we have to go and restart our route now.
Mind if I accompany you on your route? A third, wouldn't be too bad. We can catch up and whatnot.
I always thought you hated guard duty, walking the same path again and again.
Oh, I hate guard duty, but I haven't seen you in so long. It'd be nice to catch up and have a conversation.
Well, if you are staying, how about mess? I'm free at 7. If I clock off then, I'll meet you in the mess hall.
That works for me.
All right. It is honestly wonderful to see you. You're really glowing.
So it's wonderful to see you too. It's been a while.
Right, see you, boss. Kind of turns around. Shh. Scampers off.
Fuck. Leocas, get back here.
I waddle over.
Oi, why didn't you ask him about the book?
Oh, well, because the book's not mine concern.
Because we don't want to get caught, and if we ask information we should know, that gives us away. You
That
said you
too.
can sense this thing, right?
I can smell it in here.
Alright, can you smell in a
creepy.
particular direction?
I'm smelling this art fella next to me as well a bit.
Who's he
And
pointing to? Lugos?
I imagine Lugos, yeah.
He's putting up a bit of interference right now.
I snap my fingers and Lugos is clean as a whistle.
Okay,
Who the fuck you
just
going? Smell you, we little
a
cunt.
muck falls off. He's clean.
Can I ascertain the direction of the iron scent?
Make me a perception check. I'll give you advantage because as a wizard you are acclimatized to the smell. In fact, I think I've been reading too much Terry Pratchett, how I'm like, now wizards can see and smell magic.
They can
Oh,
taste it too.
I don't think I even need to roll the second one because that is an nat 20.
It's not 20. Okay.
Jesus.
You all look on in some kind of shock as Tori, for some reason you immediately just kind of and begin to walk. It's kind of immediately after the guards, but just hanging maybe 20 feet back as kind of quietly as you can after them. You know exactly where it is, and I'll just ask, is everyone following after him?
I got nothing better to do.
I suppose so.
Okay, so you begin to head along the corridors, you come up to a T-junction, go left. You really you can't tell if you're going deeper into the lair or where you're really going at all. But you go down a few corridors, walk for maybe 4 minutes as you go past this kind of blackened stone walls and the odd torch with some wax dripping down onto the floor. You head along, and soon enough, after a few steps, you notice the guards have drifted off to go down another route. And you come to an area which seems relatively uninhabited. Before you is a heavy-set stone archway. A few steps lead up to it, and you look down into a very brutalist stone corridor. Somewhat wide, with braziers and stone benches adorning the sides of it, and at the very far end of the room, you see a stone door with huge levers on either side. You take it the grimoire is locked away at the end.
Oi, gals and lads, I figure it's behind that door right there.
What are you gonna do with this grimoire?
It's for the academy, of course, all in the pursuit of knowledge.
Knowledge.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my garage, my new Lamborghini.
Whippersnapper. Young whippersnapper, you will learn with due time.
I'm older
Knowledge
than you.
is power. Physically.
Okay, what is everyone doing?
Just beyond this door.
Can we
Alright,
see you?
You
go
guys
on.
just follow my lead, right? We just walk up.
Well, is there a crack under the door, like a keyhole?
It is just a solid stone slab with
So there's no way-
with levers to either side.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe we can get Joy to put her mirror glass under the door, but yeah. Never mind. All right, Maverick, you want to pull one lever? I'll pull the other.
Oh, sure, why not?
I need you both to make strength checks for me as you approach across the brutalist corridor, which has a certain coldness about it. You approach the door and there's a crackling coming from the other side. You both grab the levers. Okay. Okay.
Whoop.
Oops.
Whoop.
The levers, you grab onto them, and you just get from the size of them. These are meant for pretty large people. And you both pull down, and you get a few centimeters of budge, and the door begins to raise a tiny bit, but you can't hold it for long, and you drop the levers back, the door. There's a slight shaking throughout, and you kind of look behind you instinctively to see if any guards have arrived. It seems it wasn't that much of a disturbance to notify anyone.
All right, 2 people on each lever then. Ishala with me, Joy with Maverick.
If you want. And Isaiah kind of gestures to himself.
Yeah,
Oh, I kind of forgot you were here. Actually, my bad.
I'm not the
thank you.
strongest person.
He was
No, it's
that
okay.
well hidden. Damn, you are very stealthy.
Well, if we have 3 people then, you, wizard guy, and Isaiah, We each get on one end and we can all push at once.
Oh yeah,
don't-
because
why don't
I
we
am
let-
definitely the strongest lad around here.
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely. All right.
Okay.
Well, that's why there's gonna be three of us.
I would like to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp and
Oh my god.
Pull
I just
over.
out of the floor a ground like an earthen talon forms.
Okay.
Medium sized. The talon is as big as I am,
Okay.
and it just grabs one of the levers.
Okay. So as Isaiah is stepping forward, he's like, "Ugh, well, finally the gym's gonna pay off." Kind of goes. He kind of he sallies up to it just as from a stone this earthen grass comes up, grabs the lever, and yanks it down. It almost comes straight off its hinges as you see the door, like it's nothing, comes up halfway. Then I won't.
Us on the other side is helping me, so I get a 19 on my end with myself and
Okay,
Lucas.
so you two put all your strength into it. It slowly comes down, and the door fully raises. It seems, however, that when the ladder is kind of put back up, the door will come down once again.
Oh, so we have to rush in.
I'll manifest my echo on the other side.
Okay, manifest just across the line in the room that you have now revealed. It's a six-sided room, more of a tower than a room. Bookshelves line the walls, stretching maybe 30 feet into the air, with a ladder on a slider that can go all around. In the center of the room, on a raised dais and on a podium, a simple book, well, a large grimoire floats in the air. It's got cracks of purple energy and wisps of magic fire off. I mean, interesting thing about the book, I'm sure you'd expect such a powerful grimoire to, be amazing, be ornately detailed. People often say something can be described as looking foxed, right? A more accurate description of this book would be that it's being bared, badgered, and foxed. Its scrappy bits are hanging off as it floats around in this magical force field. What would you like to do?
Well, my talon is gonna turn around, like actually up straight, and is gonna hop into the room. It doesn't float, it hops.
Can I ask how you do that with still holding onto the lever? Because I imagine you'd still have it kind of holding on, so it doesn't kind of go back up.
Lugos and I will hold this lever.
Oi, lads, you certain you can hold it?
We'll try.
I will walk through before I have it follow me.
Okay.
The rest of you coming in as well, or you waiting out in the corridor?
I mean, the door's gonna shut if we, get off the levers.
I'll come in. Just thought Isaiah kind of is feeling somewhat useful with his large battle axe over his shoulder.
So, anyone else feeling particularly brave today?
Why not?
You never know what other riches and gems you might find in such a vault.
That is true. Maybe I'll find something cool. I'll go in. He's piqued my interest.
Okay. So you all enter, and as I said, it's a very small room, more of a tower than anything. The books extending upwards, a grimoire in the center. What would everyone like to do
check it?
upon entering?
Investigation.
Investigation?
Yeah, I'm looking
Okay.
for sparkly things.
In that case, everyone roll investigation for me.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm holding this lever. This is alright.
Just,
In case anything does happen, I will switch places with the echo, let the door fall,
okay.
and then I can swap back after assisting, and then pull the lever again.
Okay, Learcas and Joy, you look about. You feel that you may have been lied to. The riches in here are riches, but maybe only for one who likes books. You look, there's 30 feet of books on every single wall.
I rolled a natural 20.
Yeah. Kishore, what kind of books does Kishore like?
Oh, I love storybooks. I love
Yeah, it's like
big fan.
the Ford of the Rings,
Yeah.
Game of
Oh,
Tomes, everything you could ever want. Just
Wow.
Game of Tomes is a good
Absolute classics.
We've been lied to,
Absolute
Joy.
classics.
one. Do you got any
there any
Matt
first
Christopher books? Or
Dude, are there any first editions?
it looks like
Signed by
it's the
Stan
first
Lee
editions
himself.
from like about 500 years ago. Original copies.
Oh,
Kind of scrappily held together.
absolutely.
do they have any 30 Shades of Sepia tone?
Shut the fuck up.
Actually, the
I-
entire top shelf is just smut.
Beautiful. I grabbed the entire top shelf.
You bastard. You're not.
It's about
yeah.
100 books.
I take the first edition. I
Okay.
throw those away. I like-
Yeah. Okay. Take some books. I'd say you can each share about 6 books at most, because they're quite large. Hardbacks. Aurelius.
Okay.
Are you doing anything with the grimoire in the center?
I would like to, while I'm being followed by my hopping claw, walk up to it. And is it like raised to?
Yeah, it's floating in the air at about eye level to you. Something really dramatic.
I reach out to just grab it.
Okay, you
without
reach out,
any
sparks
hesitation.
jump between the book and your finger as you pass your hand through the magic force field. And as soon as you do, the magic force field shatters off. The book falls to the floor. It almost opens and you see magic bursting from the seams, wisps coming out. And as it falls to the ground and the magic force field is broken, Lekas, as you are on the top shelf, getting all 30 shades of sepia and all the other smut you desire, you hear a... And from the top of this tower, funneling up like this entire thing, is a giant exhaust. A magical alarm tears through.
What the hell did you do?
The entire floor begins to shake. Outside, Maverick and Lugos, you hear echoing throughout the entire lair. And footsteps in the distance growing louder. And that's where we'll take a break. Yay! Okay.
Great.
So, should we say back at 25 past? And if I am back and they don't kill me in the meantime. See you back here at
Like, I'm
25
gonna reach
past.
out and touch
Get
it.
a cup of tea, get some water,
Alright.
whatever you want. Make sure you're back here to see how it all turns out. See you soon. Bye bye.
How much longer do you got, Joy?
Okay, we are live again. Hello, welcome back to Roundtable. Hope you have all the hydration and snacks you need to see how this is going to go. But last we left off, a magical siren had torn through the tower they found themselves in. And as the grimoire fell into Prelius's hands, footsteps began to emerge down the corridor, slowly coming towards the party. So, I'll ask you now, as footsteps are coming closer and closer, Maverick and Lugas, you are holding the door. Are you going to turn to battle positions, but the door may close halfway? Or are you, what is everyone doing? That's my question.
How many sets of footsteps do we hear?
Roll perception for me.
Lugos would probably know because he's good.
Hey,
like,
am I in my natural terrain? Do I get advantage?
Oh yeah, do I? Oh, you know. That's
maybe
that's
maybe
a nat 20 for Lugos.
maybe like 15 footsteps.
Are those singular foots?
Like 15 people. Very quick
15
pace.
people. Is there?
Coming towards you.
Shit.
Close the door.
Getting closer and
Probably.
closer.
Oh,
Maverick, Lugos, get inside and slam the door.
From your
I-
smut shelf on the top, you see as books begin to
My
fling
smudge.
themselves off, pelting Corellius, Isaiah, and Kishore and Joy near the bottom. You all look as it's like, oh no, 30 shades of sepia. Oh, that's a big one. You're right on the head. As the top bookshelves begin to tear themselves from their perches, plummeting down.
I've never seen a naked alpha team before. Oh God.
Yeah. Lugos will go through. What's holding the other door? Do we want to even keep that open?
It is the open grasp, which is
Do
holding
we
it.
even want to have that and we just shut ourselves inside the thing?
stopping them from opening it.
Well,
No,
they
like,
lose
if
time
the
opening it.
earthen grasp is holding onto the other lever, they can follow us. I will probably
Footsteps are
yell,
getting closer.
yell out to dispel your hand.
All right then.
And Lugos would run in as well.
Okay. You both do your Indiana Jones slide under as the door seals behind you. I assume. Actually, I need you all to make dexterity saves as you are all in this room with the bookshelves collapsing around you,
Including myself.
including yourself.
I was hoping this pump would save me.
Can't wait to get absolutely dumped on by this hard literature.
TPK by literature.
Hell yeah, I can impose my shield in front and get advantage on dex save. 16.
Okay.
That's
In that
such
case-
God, even with a plus 8, that kind of. Ugh.
Aurelius, firstly Aurelius and Maverick, you two kind of position yourself just right to kind of avoid the books. Aurelius does it more kind of out of just general luck. Maverick, the way you do it, you obviously just hold your shield above you and jun jun jun. Can I ask if you're using your new shield or can I ask if you're
Yeah,
using your
I'm
new
holding
shield?
it.
Or?
Yeah,
Okay,
holding
so
it.
using a new shield, you jun jun the books almost get a few centimeters away from the surface, then just repel off. The rest of you are pummeled by hardback books,
No,
and
poor
each of you
Lugos.
are going to take
Poor Lugos.
8 points of bludgeoning damage as dum, 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 books fly onto you, shards of wood as the bookshelves crumble atop you. Those particularly large bookshelf kind of twists and just it gets itself, it wedges itself in the tower above you, which stops quite a few books coming down, which is a twist of luck in your favor. But as this happens, from the footsteps of the other side of the door, it seems they are now in the room, and you can hear faint murmuring through the stone.
How are you guys looking right now, gals and lads?
Lugos has to take 8 damage. I can't edit his sheet.
Yeah, of course.
He's at 27 right now, so he needs to be at 19 out of 46. So he's looking pretty rough.
You guys still standing or
Yeah.
on your last legs?
I mean, I don't have many spells left. We're about to die here, but
Do you think there's gonna be some sort of book that can get us out of here?
yeah. What about that grimoire?
That can't be
yours?
the. Does it know teleportation? By any chance at all?
Dimension door even?
Oh, that's a fun one. I haven't seen that one being used in a long time.
Same
I do not have that ability today.
Of course not today. I mean, we could camp out here for the night. What do you guys think? Put the shelves up and see what happens.
You wanna just like barricade the door with books?
Yeah, we got bookshelves. You know, we can make a little makeshift fort. What do you think, Maverick? Holding out? You know a lot about defenses. Do you think we could do it?
Well, if we get to ourselves, I say we can ambush them. Hide in the piles of books. Wait for them to come in. Seal themselves off. Separate them to whoever's holding the door open. Get the jump on them.
Do we have any rope?
If that's in your equipment, you would do.
Maverick,
50
what
feet.
if we take a bookshelf, Maverick, and hoist it up above the entrance, and someone come in when we ambush them, we cut it and drop a bookshelf on the first people to enter?
It'll take all of us, but we can try. What are we gonna use for a pulley system? It's even on the ceiling. What even is up there?
The ceiling is just a domed stone ceiling.
In a completely sealed room, huh? For as far as we can tell.
As far as you can tell, it's completely sealed.
There has to be some sort of other way out. I mean, they wouldn't have a trappable door on one side without maybe like a secret entrance on the other side. Just feel around the walls. We have to try to find something.
Okay. Might as well start feeling around the walls.
Okay, roll investigation for me. 13.
10.
13, 10, and 13. Okay. As you're all kind of feeling about, for one, the rubble from a bookshelves makes it very hard to really find anything, but apart from that, as far as you can tell, it's just a stone tower, pretty much.
There's any windows or anything?
No, you are deep underground, yeah.
Well,
But you said there was like an alarm, like kind of like engine kind of thing, right?
It seems to be a magical alarm, in that it was wired up to the kind of force field that was around the book. As soon as it was shattered, it's just this magical noise.
Well,
It was nice knowing all of you.
Kishol, have any ideas? We're looking around the walls for another exit. Can't find any.
Alright. Do I have anything? I got no spells. I got nothing. Dude, can I just look around for a good entrance or something?
Yeah, roll investigation for me.
Alright.
I'm gonna, I can't believe what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to ask Talona for help.
I will say the same thing to you I said to Maverick last week, in that gods can get quite angry when you petition them and say the wrong things. So I'll give you a minute or two to think of exactly what you'll say.
12, no.
Okay, yeah,
Very
12 again.
Slightly above average.
Can't find anything. And Kishore, as you're glancing about, you all hear a on the stone, and a familiar voice just seeps under. Well, I'm very glad to see you didn't all burn to death. Be much more satisfying to kill you myself.
No,
Now,
Zevine.
are you going to come out here, or do I have to send people in there?
What do you want to do?
How tall is the ceiling?
30 feet.
Okay.
you want to be up there? You think you have strategical advantage being up there?
I take it your silence means you're planning something. I can hear the gears turning. What few gears there are, that is.
I could try to talk to this guy. It's the best I got.
I will say an option is to always return to the cells. No hard feelings there, of course.
It's like, guys, I'm fucking tapped. I don't got anything.
Right? How about your way? We'll come in there. And you hear him step away from the door.
I guess we hide in the rubble of books then.
Try and pick them off.
Do we have any
Not let
plan?
them all in at once.
Oh, I got a few spells up my sleeve as far as hiding, but that's about it.
Spencer, the
Yeah?
Ring of Spells story, Tiny Hut specifically,
Yeah.
that's more than one action to cast, right? That's like
see.
not ritually is
You
a
can
minute.
ritual cast Tiny Hut, or you can use it as an action.
Is it an action? Because I think it's a minimum of a minute normally. Isn't it?
Is it a minute minimally?
I'll take time.
Because Ring of Spell Storing is an override for casting times, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ring
Is
of
it-
Spell Storings allows you to cast any stored spell as an action.
Oh,
Even if it's a bonus action stored spell like Misty Step, it takes an action to release a stored spell. So you can Tiny Hut instantaneously with the
You
Ring
hear,
of Spell Storing.
tsum, 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 tsum. It seems the levers are being pulled down, the door begins
If we
to...
got a way to.
If we
we've
got
got a way to stay
a
in here.
dome, we dome now.
you will, okay. Get close to me.
Okay.
We're gonna put up a force field right now.
Okay.
Very well. All right.
Everyone huddle in. You gotta
Yep.
get book to read or something.
There's a bunch of feckin' books. I'm not much of a reader.
I can tell stories. It'll be fun. Just dome it up.
We'll read some of the smut, yeah.
Yeah.
I can do it in song form.
Both Maverick and Leah cast cheer, like, yeah!
So you're
I
casting a
summoned
spell?
a tiny hut.
Okay, what
Yeah.
form do you want that to take? How do you want it to look as it encompasses all of you?
I want it to
Ricky
be
Gervais's face.
like two claws coming out of the ground, forming over,
Okay.
and then solidifying into a amber, the same color as his eyes,
Okay.
dome that is semi-translucent.
And I will say,
One
you
way.
you can all freely see out from within the dome.
Oh,
And
yeah.
as
but you
this
can make it difficult to see
grasps
in.
over you, the door fully opens. And you see something odd. There isn't a single person on both levers using their strength to open it. Instead, you see just Cetal Sevi stood in the center. In his arms, he doesn't have a weapon at all. His eyes are glowing a deep green. From just under his armpits, other arms are sprouting, but these arms aren't human arms. They're arms of pure green energy that have extended about 6 feet to either side of him and are now pulling the levers down with immense strength. TSC stands with glowing green eyes. Oh, that's very smart. Yeah. And you see as he turns behind him, and you see maybe 24 cultists all there in full battle formation. Oh boys, looks like we've come at the wrong time. Should we just wait? You see as he turns back, his eyes glowing as he just smiles.
I can give you a long rest in this, if you want to take it.
I kind of want to sleep. Will you keep watch?
Yeah,
I can't sleep. But
I take it none of you are planning on going to see the concert tonight? No?
That wasn't a Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday night. The height of the celebrations for the day of the slopes. Cassidy
Well, we're going to
Carlisle.
the after party, right? It's like 6 right now. So we get out of here by 5 in the morning. Right in time for the after party.
There's a moment. And
Oh, I'm such a dick.
Kashaw steps out of the dome.
Fully steps out.
Yep.
Okay. He immediately just has both arms still holding his. Oh, we've got one. Watch. Hello. What can I help you with? Have you lost your mum?
No, I haven't done anything of the sort. I know this might seem ridiculous, but what would I need to do to get out of this place? I won't tell anybody. I won't say anything, but I need to go to that concert.
Oh my god.
Big fan, I assume. Right. Bring Aaron out here. On his knees.
Don't do it.
I said what I can do for you.
Oh. Well, yes, that is what you can do for me. You can bring him out here on his knees.
I stepped out of that thing. I don't even know if they're...
Cutting out again. Want to restart your voice?
Sorry. Hold on. I'll be right back.
This is getting intense. I'm starting to cry. I'm starting to tear up a little bit.
Oh, it's just because you're reading the third chapter, 30 days.
Oh no.
Dick.
Because you're reading 30 Shades of Cinema.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll even be able to get back in there. If they can hear us,
This is a shame.
what do I have to do for you to let me go?
Oh, that is a good one, as I've already said. So you're saying you'd be happy to walk out here, leave your friends?
I don't have a choice. I have to go.
They must really be a big fan.
I think it's like his ex-wife or something. I'm not too sure.
Oh,
I'm not sure why he has to go so bad. He needs something from him.
Tell your friends to dispel the hut. Then, if you beat us in combat, that is the providence of the gods, and they can go on their way.
You want a fair
Where
fight?
is he standing? Because we can see out. Is he standing in the doorway?
He's kind of a few feet back from the doorway, holding onto both levers at once, while still kind of just gesturing with his hands.
If this is supposed to be providence of the gods, how's about you ask for a fair fight?
Well, fine. We'll go into our battle formation over there. You put the hut down. Come out of your little rat hole. Stand there, bring up your weapons. And may the best man win.
How's about I offer you a counter deal? You give us time to be the best we possibly can, and I promise you, we'll give you a proper fight.
Oh, but you will miss the concert then.
All I need is a short rest.
How's about an hour?
An hour, even if we dispatch of you relatively quick, and if by some god's hope you survive, rush all the way to the Barbican, we'll get there within 10 minutes of closing.
Fuck me. Alright, I'm gonna step out of the dome.
Okay. Oh, look, someone else has sense. Alright, go on then, cowboy, you can go back in. I've got what I want now. Come on, Aaron, join the ranks.
Where is the grimoire?
I assume it's in Pralis's hands.
I yank it from his hand and begin to read it.
It is clasped shut.
I yank it from his hand. I want to open it.
Make me a charisma save.
Hell yeah, Charisma Caster, let's go.
Warlock.
Let's go, Warlock.
Warlock Gang, where you at?
Brothers, I
Well,
will
like,
give
gang,
you
where
a
you
chance to stop Maverick if you so wish. You know there's a reason these things are locked and kept very tightly in the Academy archives and not allowed to be seen. They're literally kept in lead-lined rooms. I will give you a chance to stop him if you so wish. Of course, Maverick won't know any of that.
I go to grab for the book.
I don't know if I would physically. Oh. I have this class feature called Adjust Density, and I could magically alter the weight of one object.
Oh no.
Can you make
Um,
the door heavier?
The target's weight is halved or doubled for up to 1 minute. No, because it's a large or smaller creature or object, so the door would
Why don't
probably
you
be too
make
heavy.
Sevi half
But
as
I'm
dense
gonna
as this-
make the lever twice as heavy.
Okay.
Would that work?
So, Maverick, are you still reading my grimoire as he does this?
I might. If
Okay.
I can give a prayer to Zalisis.
Make a literature check for me.
Alright. It's like, please, there has to be something in this.
Corellis, you
in
extend a
this book
hand,
that'll help.
adjust the density like you're twisting a knob. You see as one of the glowing green arms kind of tenses a bit more, the door closes a few inches, and then he pushes all his might against it, and it seems to hold or back up. Maverick, with a 17,
17.
you feel a blessing come over you, but you don't know to what extent that will apply. It's kind of a warm
Charisma
wash.
save.
Charisma save for me.
Oh,
I think I figured out what I want to say this over.
Straight 10.
You open the book. Kishore and pretty much everyone else sees, as this is kind of semi-transparent, the stone you're in, there's a flash of light. A flash of purplish greenish light. As soon as you open the book, one of the spells pretty much attempts to jump into your mind. They form on the page and leap out with a horrifying... You're instantly knocked unconscious. You just out cold against the floor. The book falls closed on the floor as the magic seeps its way back in.
I wanna pocket the book.
Yeah, you kind of just
immediately.
you kind of just make sure it's closed and
Well, he got what he can coming.
Damn.
it's a
We can
good
tell
job
her-
you had the blessing, I'll say that much.
Yeah. I look over at Leocass and I'm just like, and then back to the guy and I'm just like, please, just let us go.
Lucas, step forward. Because
I should have
that
had my
does
echo
appear to be your
open. What the
name now.
fuck? Damn it.
Didn't you have it out when we came in?
I did.
I kind of push Kashaw back a little bit and I step forward so Kashaw's not in the way of any imminent danger.
You and me, let's have a fight. Yes? You win, you get your vengeance. You and your friends go along. I win. That lovely little amber structure you've got there gets to be covered in your vile, treacherous blood. Good deal,
really-
I'd say.
You realize we're still exhausted after, being tortured for days, I would assume.
I'm not stupid.
This is a nice sleep.
I mean, you kind of seem a little stupid. That's my personal opinion, of course.
And energy begins to form in his hands. You sure
So
about
that's
that?
what you
No.
want then? A mano-a-mano fight. If he wins, we get to walk out of here.
I look at Kashaw like, dude, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Sounds fair enough to me. Right, let's get it underway. Lucas, step forward through the door.
What's your promise? You got 20 men standing around here at the moment. There's no way we know that you're gonna tell the truth.
But what if we do this in an arena?
This looks like an apt arena to me. Long corridor, very brutalist, very spacious.
How do we know your men aren't just gonna attack us? Say if I win.
You were one of them. You know the discipline. They attack you and I'll kill them myself.
Hey, Leocas,
Yeah.
what's your HP at?
I don't know if I should say that with the DM around.
It doesn't matter.
I have access
It
to a D&D
doesn't-
Beyond, yeah.
Wow, it's 49 max.
Are you at max currently?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I'm just gonna pat you on the back, Leocas, and just be like, thank you, please. I know it's not much, but I think you can make it. And I'm gonna give you my last bardic inspiration. It's...
Oh.
Oh
You're so
boy.
sweet. Oh fuck. I say anything for a friend. You just put up with my nonsense, of course, Shaw.
If you make it, I owe you. And I pay back my debts, I promise.
Alright, stop kissing. We done?
I guess so.
It's gonna be
I figured out what I wanted to say to Talona, by the way. If I can
Okay.
do that quickly.
You can say a prayer, yeah.
I guess I pray to Talona saying if she helps me through this battle, I promise I'll serve her as the champion she wants me to be in any task I'm willing to do, no matter the cost.
Roll religion.
Ah, an instrument of destruction, I'd say.
I just gotta see if I have anything with religion. No, I do not.
$14.
You could add a D8 if you want.
I'm gonna save my D8.
Okay.
The serpent spear in your hand shimmers with a brief green energy. The blade seems to sharpen. Out of character, it's now become a +2 magic weapon. And as well as that, you are going to get a temporary boon in the form of this combat. You're going to be able to make 2 attacks every time you attack.
Oh, how do I make it
Nice.
a +2, by the way?
I'll donate D&D Beyond for you if you'd like.
Plus
Yeah,
2
I don't know.
attack, plus 2 damage. That's all that means.
Oh, okay.
So whenever you roll, just add an additional 2 to your proficiency and attack modifier.
Okay.
Is it already a +1?
It was already
Yeah.
+1, yeah.
Then just add one more. So whatever you have a plus to hit, add one more, and whatever your damage is, add
So
one.
instead of a +6, it'd be a +7.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and you get to attack twice.
Oh boy, this is gonna be very scary fight.
I still have one last trick. Well, not really a trick. I have one less
You're-
utility in my
you're
arsenal if
asleep.
I ever come out of consciousness. Come out of unconsciousness. By the way, did I learn anything?
No, it was just, it's like, it's essentially if you got all the information from like 10 degrees worth of knowledge and try to squeeze it into your brain at once, it's just completely...
Ah, yes, a college cram course. Let's go.
Hey, you said, what if I put a seal on somebody, what's that do for my spear?
Max the damage first off.
With
No,
your
that's
spear,
the
it gives you
skill's
extra
different.
poison damage.
Alright.
Gives you an extra D8 of poison
I'm gonna
damage.
like, cast a seal on him,
Okay.
so I get an extra, you said D8 of poison?
Yeah, and it kind of sears onto his head in just your eyes. Oh, I think someone's casting magic. Right, step to the door. You see, I would invite the rest of you to watch, but you're too busy cowering. Right, come on, step through. And he gestures you to
Okay.
step up through the threshold.
I walk to the door.
Okay.
Do you just let him go like that?
Talking to me.
Yeah,
no.
I was talking to Shaw.
Oh.
To all the people in the dome.
I'm not in the dome.
I'm having a nap.
Alright,
Having a nap.
aren't you
The only
guys
person
friends?
still in there is Joy and Lugos.
Lugos actually might.
And Isaiah.
And Isaiah.
Nobody cares about Isaiah, he's just there.
I care about Isaiah, he's cool.
You don't count.
You're gonna have him fight this battle.
Lugos actually has a spell to help Leocas. He'll just shout out from the dome. Oh, Leocas, you fucking idiot!
Oh! Is this Tasha's hideous effort?
No, Leocast, get the fuck back here for a minute.
Okay.
You're
I
really
look
going
back.
to be going out and doing this?
Well, yeah. I mean, if it saves all of us, then yeah. I kind of
How
owe you
much-
guys after one for a lot.
How much space is there
Leocast
between?
now has protection from good and evil.
Okay.
Oh,
How much space is there between this dude and the actual door? Like,
Maybe 10 feet.
fuck. Okay.
I'm gonna select aberrations as the evil. Attacks are made at disadvantage against a creature, and he has advantage against being charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Okay. So, Lucas, are you stepping through?
I don't really have a choice, so yeah.
Oh wait, no, I don't get to just choose. He says they're protected from aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiends, and undead. Until the spell ends,
Okay.
one willing creature you touch is protected from certain types of creatures. Aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiends, and undead. Attack rolls from those types of creatures have disadvantage against a protected target, and the target cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Okay, so, Lucas, as you step through with a new blessing,
You can't even be possessed by
Take a
Talona
step.
right now. Pog you.
you see as the green arms, well, they don't disappear, they just retract backwards like Mr. Incredible. The levers immediately snap back up as you all see Lucas step forward and the stone door close behind him. Your vision blocked off. And what I'm going to ask everyone to do, apart from Logan, is please mute and deafen yourself. So you have no idea what's happening.
Interesting.
Feel free to
Can
put
we just
something
move to
over,
a
over
different?
your
Can we
webcam.
move to a different VC so we can check?
No, because that unfortunately would
Oh
mess
wait,
with
because
the
it'll mess
webcams.
up
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah. Okay.
I
Can we just
actually
mute
have to-
you?
Take off.
Okay, okay.
We'll
Yeah,
mute
that's
you.
completely
That
fine.
way we can. Actually, I'll just mute you, Spencer. Just
Yeah.
wave frantically for me to unmute you.
Oh, wave-
I'll do
wave
the same thing with
frantically.
Leocas.
Okay.
All right, I muted.
How am I gonna
muted
know?
them.
Just type something in the chat when it
So,
happens.
Logan.
Yeah.
I'll message you.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Spencer's
You know
gonna
you're
have
not a
to
mom.
Okay, so Logan, we have to mute all of them.
Oh, I have to mute everybody?
Obviously. Yeah, mute everyone but me.
Yo.
Oh, and I
You
want to
with me.
meet you too.
Okay, I have all them muted. Obviously, apart from a bot.
I think I got her muted.
Okay. The screens have gone a bit weird. Okay, the screens have gone slightly very weird. I'm just gonna quickly sort that out for us. That is a problem. Sorry about that. So you are aware of all the stuff you have and anything you may need?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
In
only
that
got two
case-
first level spells left. Let's do this.
Okay. Switch you onto the battle map in just a moment.
Is this for making fun of you, Spencer?
Oh, of course.
This is for not playing Sea of Thieves. I understand.
Right, I'm just gonna have to recrop me in as well. That should be good enough for now. Everyone cropped in. How nice is that?
Gary.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch you onto a battle map. The others will probably be gulping at this, like, oh, what's going on? But here is a battle map. It's just for your own
Oh,
personal
pretty.
reference. It is pretty, yeah. I'll switch everyone to the back so they can see what's happening either.
That's a lot of tieflings. No, that's not tieflings. That just looks like I'm far away.
So everyone is now in the Grimoire room. So as you emerge, it is literally just you in this hallway with Seatulst in front of you. The others kind of take a stationary position near the back, forming up into a formation. They all have shields and swords, and they go into position. Seatulst steps to one side. Oh, are you ready?
I'm ready as Al or Beast, Mr. Seavine.
Good. Roll initiative for me.
Does he have his rings on him?
He does not.
Damn it! I was gonna steal one.
It's not 20 for initiative. Okay.
22 total.
Okay, this will be for him. Just... Okay, so it is you to go first. As we both sally up to get ready for combat, you draw your serpent spear. What do you wish to do?
Well, he's already. Like, I have to get up close, so I guess I'll move to engage him.
Okay.
And I will attack with the serpent spear.
Okay, roll to hit for me. That is now a +2 as well.
Is it a +2 or +1? Because Maverick said +1.
It is a +2. It used to be
Okay.
it used to be a +1. It is now a +2 temporarily. That's a hit. Roll damage for me.
Alright. He does have the seal, so it'd be 1d6 for damage and 2d8 for poison, right?
With spear, it would be 1d6. No, it would be because you're using it. You're using one-handed, so 1d6 plus 5 plus 2d8 or whatever the appropriate bonuses are.
Alright, sorry, I just had to ask. Plus 5.
Okay, nice. So that would be 19 points of damage. You immediately rush forward to make your first attack, but you also get 2 attacks now with his temporary boon. I'll take it again for me.
Yes, sir.
Definite hit. All damage again.
This is scary, Spencer. You can't see my hands, but I'm shaking. This might be the end for the greatest hero alive.
Okay, doing good. As your first 2 attacks, you rush forward, slice one straight across the torso, and slice again across the abdomen. These wounds form in the leather armor and the robes he's wearing, but hardly any blood comes out. And when it does, it's a thick green blood. He kind of just looks down. Very quaint. He's going to use a legendary action.
Oh God.
To make a attack against you. Natural 3. That's only going to be a 9 to hit. Okay. So these 2 energy arms on his side come attempt to punch you both at the same time. You dodge out of the way and use your shield to block the other one. But then it is now his turn.
Reactions. Can I use reactions if they miss or no? Or has it got to be a hit?
It's overall, yeah. Depends. It's whichever one you'd really prefer.
So could I have used one right there? Or did no, because it's a legendary action.
I'd say yes, if you would like.
Yeah, I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
He's
Which
gotta
level are you
make a
casting about it?
Level 1.
Okay, his dex save is a natural 1. Okay.
So now I'm just gonna, what is it? It takes 2d10.
Yep. 2d10s of damage.
I'm new to this spell stuff.
Okay. Very nice. As he misses, you summon this fiery energy, and as you do so, you notice it's not red crimson flames as you'd expect. They're tinted green, much like his own magic, as your eyes are now glowing the same green as him. He stumbles backwards. Fantastic attempt. And he's gonna cast Vampiric Touch on you.
This is new.
He reaches a hand out, touches the side of your head. I need... Oh, actually no, it's a roll to attack. And it's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So you are going to take... 9 points of necrotic damage. He siphons energy from you,
scary.
heals 9 points of damage
I
himself.
resist from necrotic.
Okay, so
it'd
you
be-
take 4 points of necrotic damage in that case.
Okay.
As he would still heal. I think he'd still heal yeah, he'd actually heal 4. Okay. After that, you see as he kind of mounts up after doing this vampiric touch on you, and he is gonna just punch you straight across the face. It's gonna be 25 to hit and 5 bludgeoning damage. Straight across. You feel your jaw dislocate slightly. It is now your turn.
Okay. I guess try to attack with the spear again.
Okay.
I look at him. We don't have to do this. You just let us walk out of here.
Yeah.
22.
That's a hit. Roll damage for me.
I don't want to do this to you, Sevine. We could be friends. Did I forget something? Yep, sorry.
No, it's fine.
So how's this poison gonna work on him, by the way?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
You're just kind of stabbing him and hoping for the best, I assume. As for the first that comes straight into his abdomen, he looks down. That's very sharp. Roll a second attack for me.
You know, I hope this is actually doing something to you and I'm just not wasting my breath.
Still a hit. Roll damage for me.
I saw the one, like, teeter-totter. I got so scared.
Okay. You come around with a devastating hit, and just as it's about to hit, he uses his legendary reaction. One of the arms grabs your blade. He is then, obviously since it's his turn, as he's grabbing your blade, comes for a punch straight in your kidneys. That is a 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That's going to be 5 damage, 5 bludgeoning damage, just straight in your kidneys. Then he lets go of both. You see energy warping in his hands. He casts Eldritch Blast on you.
Oh, I forgot I had that.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And that is going to be... I'll actually just roll this on Foundry, it's quicker. And that is going to be 13 points of force damage. Straight into your chest, as you're actually going to move 5 feet backwards from that as well. So you stumble backwards, Eldritch Blast, straight in my chest. Well, good fight. I assume you're almost dead now, so we can be wrapping this up fairly quick.
Leave costs up a little bit of blood. That's the best you got. I'm gonna use my reaction, I think, again. Last time.
Okay.
Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke. That is a 16 on my dex save.
Alright, then yeah, he passes.
Okay, so is that halved or?
I think. Oh yeah, he takes half.
Okay.
So let me just.
Okay. Which goes actually back straight to your turn. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna keep close quarters with him.
Okay. Close quarters. 2 more hits.
And
Okay.
same thing I'm gonna do. Like.
I'll tell you,
seems
actually
scary.
roll both hits at once for me. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay, well.
roll another one there for me.
Yep. $27.
Okay. The first one skims past. The second one, sink it straight next to his kidney. Roll damage for me.
Oh, I am still inspired. Can I add my D8 to the damage, right? Is it damage or?
It's to the attack roll itself.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I know that for next time.
Okay. Very nice. As it goes straight into his kidney, you see his face contort and grimace. He pulls his leather mask off. As for his eyes glowing even more intensely now, he just turns. Oh, and you had so much potential. He's going to use another legendary reaction. He is going to make an unarmed strike against you. It's going to be a 16 to hit. It's not a hit, is it? As again, you duck, you've still got the spear in the kidney, you pull it out, but when it is his turn, he is gonna use a bonus action. No. What he is gonna do, he's gonna cast Misty Step. You see as he utters a prayer and disappears. You don't know exactly where he disappears to, but only know he isn't in front of you. All the cultists kind of turn and look for a second, and I just need to wave my hands to the other ones. Xander! Xander! Can you hear me? Xander! Can you hear me?
Should I unmute him or want me to keep him muted?
Can we?
You can.
Can we come back?
Well, for some reason, I know Ryan isn't there. Alex has disappeared as well. So it seems, obviously, Maverick is sleeping. Aurelius, you watch as just in front of the stone gate, this figure teleports in front of you. And you see as he raises a hand, and he seems to cast some kind of spell. And you see the decapitated corpse of Learcas in front of you.
I cast counterspell.
As he casts the spell? Okay.
Wait. Would I, in this moment, be able to ascertain on, like, somatics what the intention of the spell is? I want
Roll
to
a
insight check the spell.
Roll insight.
Wait, does that mean I was winning?
That is an 8.
Okay. He seems to just be summoning something from the other side of the door as he throws the corpse down on the floor. He died very quickly. So I take it I can kill all of you now as well.
I'll try to get Maverick's attention.
You are
Is
still on
the
the...
corpse moving?
As far as you all know, Learcas is dead on the floor in front of you.
Alright, I'm back.
You also see teleport in, and then he summons something that looks like the decapitated corpse of Learcas on the floor in front of you all in the small grimoire room.
I messaged Kashaw to come back, it's time.
Okay.
That's now. That ain't no good, ain't it?
Look, the truth of the matter is your friend died very astonishingly quickly, and you see he bleeds like everyone else. So
Do I feel like he has a lot of hit points left? Like, is he barely holding on?
you have no idea. He's presenting himself very well. Right, well, I'll leave this here with you so you can ruminate on it, you know? Bit of casual discussion. I'm going to go and tend to the forces, make sure they're ready to do the same to you. And you see as he disappears
Counterspell.
backwards. You're counterspelling his teleport?
Yes.
Okay. Which level are you counterspelling at?
4th.
What
Okay.
the fuck happened?
Instantly.
Oh, no.
As far as you're all aware, Cetal's teleported in to this kind of a grimoire room you're in, threw down the decapitated body of Learcas, and said, well, he died surprisingly quick. He's going to teleport back out. You just counterspelled it?
Yeah.
Let me try that again. And he goes to cast it again.
Oh no, I don't have a reaction again. Or could I
Let's just
attack
fucking
him
die.
before?
He can't.
Could I attack?
Yeah, and he attempts to leave this sealed chamber, and after a counterspell does teleport. Does anyone else want to do anything?
He just. Because you cannot counterspell again, he goes, well, that was some magic wasted. Enjoy the corpse. I'm sure you can see he's, I wasn't expecting his blood to be red. Sounds quite odd. I was expecting a nice green. Anyway, hope it doesn't stink
Lugo
up the place
stabs
too
him.
much. You're still in the thing.
I feel Lugos would want to leave and fucking stab him.
Okay, roll to hit
But
for
I
me.
don't want to get him killed.
And immediately after he hits, the guy's gonna teleport out of there if he does that.
Lugos is still inspired by Kashaw, actually. He didn't use it.
Roll damage for me.
With Slayer's Prey.
Okay. The blade sinks into his levers. I would really appreciate it if people stopped stabbing me in the abdomen. Clicks his fingers and he just mists out of there, leaving Lugos with his blade covered in blood. So there. I need you all to just, quickly mute yourself for me again as he teleports out and goes back to the other room. Right. Logan, can you now only hear me again?
Yeah, I muted everybody else.
Okay. So, back in the main room, as you kind of look around, you see the acolytes, then all of a sudden, with a behind you, the form of Seatulst apparates. Oh, well, that's your friends dealt with. They got a bit angsty over thinking you're dead. After a good hit to the morale, illusions are always fun.
You're nothing but a coward, you know that?
Well, cowards survive for a long time, I find. I'm gonna enter straight back into initiative, so it's your turn.
Okay, how do I turn my character?
Shift and then WASD.
Oh, thank you. Talona doesn't like cowards very much. I would know.
Actually, I think she actively encourages it, Deceit, poison.
Oh shit, you want me to do them both at once? Oopsie.
Yeah. Well, the first one's a hit. Second one's a hit. Roll damage twice for me. As you saying this, you slice across his throat, straight into his thigh, in a beautiful swing. The blade at this point is just simmering with energy.
My blade or his blade?
Both. Well, actually, he technically doesn't have any blades, he's just doing pure spells at this point, but your blade is definitely humming with energy.
Does this poison do nothing to you?
Okay, nice amounts of damage there. Okay, 41 points of damage in total. He is not looking too good, as straight for his fight, he goes, please. I yield. And he sinks to one knee. I yield. He moves his hand up quickly, grabs you, and I need you to make a... Let me see. A charisma save.
Oh no. Oops, oopsie.
As the hand grabs onto the side of your head, there's a burst of energy. You feel yourself floating in a different plane, just endlessly falling. As you figure he must have cast banishment on you.
Banishment, but I am from this plane, aren't I?
Well, he's banished you to just another plane of existence.
Oh.
Different to one you're on. You don't know for how long, but he's done it. And out of character, he then moves. He uses the arms to again open the doors. I need to wave everyone back.
Time to unmute everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hello, everybody.
All right, I guess we're okay.
Okay, we're back. I assume
Where's
Alex will be
Kashaw?
popping back in a second. I'm really playing as this guy to be the most tricksy son of a...
Yeah.
I really sank my only 4th level spell slot into that.
Alex, are you back?
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
In this dome, you all see as the doors open. You see, standing there, not Lekas, but Cetal Sevi, again using the arms to open up the mighty levers. Ah. Well, we had our bargain. Your friend killed me. You go free. We kill your friend. We get what we want of you. As you can see, your friend is dead. And if you'd be so kind to stand up and be escorted to the cells.
I'm gonna pull the most Elijah thing ever and insight check that. Because
Okay.
that's what he would do at this moment.
Insight check, party insight, go.
How? How close are all of the people outside to one another?
They're all kind of in battle formation at the bottom end of the I open the doors for you. They're all in battle formation at the far end of this chamber.
I want to cast Fireball into the center of that.
Okay, so you're breaking the supposed truce and immediately firing upon them. Okay. Can you tell me whereabouts in that you're casting?
I don't care for the dude right now because he needs to keep holding open the door. I want to cast it on all of the troops. So
Okay,
it's some
what's your
20 foot
radius? Okay,
radius.
yeah, you can hit all
It's
of
a
them.
20-foot
so-
radius.
It would get all of them,
Yeah,
really.
okay.
And that will be at 3rd level.
Okay, is that the dex saves for all of them?
Yes, Dex 15. Please roll well on damage.
Okay, roll your damage for me.
I see a bunch of 6s. It's a good amount of damage. That's a 32 fire
Okay.
damage.
This firebolt goes flying over, immediately hits the center of them. Braziers are thrown to the side, and people are disintegrated as there's an immediate or scalding flame. You hear screeches and people begging for mercy as they are melted and burnt to the side. Let me just see. So that means you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead.
Oh, what a surprise. You're dead.
Oh, whoa, you're not dead for once.
Oh, I'm never dead.
Is Leah cast like right outside our dome?
You cannot see him anywhere.
I dead.
Feel real guilty right now. I'm sorry.
I deaded.
First player character
Okay.
death.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay, I believe you.
So as you can see, most of them are dead. As this pretty powerful wizard throws a firebolt, there's a horrible smell of burning flesh and charred as people are like, just holding on to their burn wounds. You see Acetos immediately turns. Well, that wasn't very nice of you, was it? Extends a hand and is going to cast Eldritch Blast on you. That's a natural 20.
Oh, that sucks. Are
Am
we
I
in the dome?
conscious? Am I still unconscious?
You'll be unconscious for 20 minutes, so at this point you're almost conscious, but still unconscious.
Alright.
Is it an
Ori, you
HP
take-
thing?
Oh my god.
How much?
29 points of force damage. Hits you straight in the chest. Fires you backwards 5 feet into the Amber Dome.
Wait, isn't he down?
No, that wasn't
No, he
me.
fixed his HP.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And with
Alright,
that,
I guess-
whatever the rest of you doing, you see as he's still holding onto the levers, just stood there. Twisted anger on his face.
Lugos would do a hail of thorns arrow to the 2 cultists in the back.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you
both of
the
them need to make
opportunity
a-
all to make actions at once.
Alright, Lugos would fire an arrow, a hail of thorns. Both the 2 alive cultists in the back need to make dexterity saving throws. He's gonna mark the unwounded one, or the one that isn't marked bloody as a Slayer's Prey.
Okay. Now that is a 14 and a 19 on the saves.
The 14 doesn't make it.
Okay.
Wait, no, it does. It just barely beats it. So they think they're gonna take half. Each are gonna take half a 1d10. And he's gonna fire his longbow. He might use Kashaw's. Finally, his fucking. If he misses, yeah, he will.
Okay. Use me inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a hit.
8, 6, 17. So
Well,
let
damage
me
me.
roll the d10. First off, both of them are going to take half of 6, so both of them are going to take 3 piercing damage.
That is enough
and
to
the
get one of them.
And the 1d6 plus 1d6 Slayer's Prey plus 4. Sorry, it's a 1d8.
Okay. Just
yeah,
add
let me
2
roll
to
the.
it, I guess.
No, he'll use his Piercer feat and just re-roll the d8.
Okay.
Okay, so that adds another 2 to that. So it's a 4 plus. So it's a 4 plus 6 plus 4, 8. So
Okay.
14 total.
Okay. You fire the arrow across, it immediately kills one person as the thorns wrap around another and severely injure them. You sure? Doing anything?
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. With my loot in hand, I'm gonna sing this asshole a lullaby, and I cast sleep.
Okay.
Sleep on the main guy? Oh. Oh god, you're gonna put him to sleep. Okay. Can Maverick's action be to manifest his echo on the other side of the door?
You were still asleep, unfortunately.
I thought you said I was barely coming out of conscious. Okay, that's fine.
It's yeah, it'd take a bit longer, or someone to forcibly wake you up.
Can Joy wake me up?
I'd say after Shaw has done a sleep spell, yes.
Okay. Because I don't want the doors to be slamming shut.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess I roll 5d8 and
Only
hope
hit
that's
points for you.
enough.
However much HP has remaining.
That's the question, isn't it?
As always.
Yep. That's decent.
Pretty good roll.
27.
27.
You extend a hand. Cast sleep, and you begin to play with a lullaby on your lute. His eyes turn and begin to flicker their green. As he falls to one knee on the ground, both arms still holding the levers. You see he looks defeated. He glances over his shoulder at the ashen corpses of his men. And he just looks to the sky and says, I am at your mercy. It is the providence of the gods. Do with it what you must. As he kneels before you, arms holding up the levers to either side.
We book it, don't we?
Can we?
Look, I have no more tricks.
Lucas insights the fuck out of that. Because
He
that's what
may
he
have a
would
few
do.
tricks. He may have a few tricks.
Give me a marshmallow.
Okay.
Let's.
I
It'll
got
cure my-
marshmallow right here.
It'll cure my sadness.
Here you go. Pinky marshmallow. There we go. Or we know you're a powerful caster. We know you can do other shit. With what you've done to Leocast, this isn't going to be over until every last one of you fucking stops breathing. He knocks another arrow.
Why are you so fueled by vengeance?
I just want to leave.
I have done everything I need to do in the name of my goddess.
That's a piss poor excuse for a goddess if this is what you think is okay.
What do you know of the real world? Any pain or
More
suffering?
than you fucking asshole.
Do you know what we say as the followers of Talona? You're the wretched. End their plight. What do? You come and you massacre all of my people. Turn them into burning messes.
Well,
You.
the gent
started
did ask
this.
to just let us walk by. And I want to
He clicks his fingers.
fire all. Oh,
Leocast
What?
comes tumbling out of a pocket dimension behind him, slamming onto the ground.
Oh, where the fuck am I?
What the fuck? Leocast?
Oh, hey, Kasha. You really owe me a fucking drink when I'm done out here. You got that?
Your body's right. Is his body still there?
It
body is
disappears as he reappears.
What the?
Come on, boy. You've been wanting to do this for a while. And he raises his neck. Do it.
Can we not be on this side of the door before this happens, please? I'm gonna go grab Maverick and I'm gonna heft him up over my shoulder.
I'll say
Right.
as you heft him up, he comes awake.
Come on, get your ass moving.
So many numbers.
Just keep getting moving.
Everybody get out of the room.
And I start walking.
Okay. Okay.
You get out of the room.
It was a good fight, Seavine.
Come on, boy. Do it.
What are you planning to do if I try to do it? Lugos, insight.
Die, I'd assume.
Well, tell me one thing quickly before I do. Where's those fancy dancy rings of yours?
With your mother.
Uh,
That's the kind of jokes you like, isn't it?
no, those are more of
Petulance,
Lugos
immature.
styles. But today, Seavine, I'm the champion of Talona, unlike you. I want to be.
Fine. That's more than okay with me. Just know your friends will have to put a dagger through your heart one day, all the same. Come on,
And I'll be expecting that.
give in to your darkest desires, cut my throat. Just
Oh.
know, every innocent person in the city will be hurt. What are they gonna do without my silver mines to keep them nourished? I give them jobs and food. What are you gonna do? Kill me and let that happen, or not kill me and let me continue to hurt people? I believe that's what they call a morally grey area.
Yeah, which is for idiots. You stupid bastard. We can just
I
get
look-
someone better to take care of your stupid fucking minds.
Oh, it's a family business. It will be down the drain if you kill me. I have contingencies. Well, what
I tell
about
the
you?
party if they don't want to see this, they don't want to see this, and I want to look away.
What about you, man of Zalasas? From what I've heard, you promise to oppose tyranny and protect the innocent. But you either kill me and hurt the innocent, but oppose tyranny, or don't kill me, but let tyranny continue, but help the innocent.
Limiting the amount of evil doesn't make you any less good than one that wants to destroy it outright. Stop pretending that you have any kind of good at the sacrifice of yourself. Putting a bottleneck on evil doesn't make you good. It just makes you the controller of evil. And I'll just walk past.
Shaw, you're gonna be late. You might want to hurry up.
Yeah. Okay.
Go on
And
then, cowards.
I just take off running.
The only coward here is you, Seavine. I say, just gash him right in the throat.
Okay. You just hear, "Come on then, you bastard," as you put the blade directly into his throat. As you do so, you twist it, some aortal spurt over your arm. You see the green light begin to go out, and yours become more powerful. You feel a twisted sense of justice come over you. A horrible satisfaction. It shouldn't be coming from killing a man who had, surrendered to you entirely. And you feel Talona empowering you as you do this, as all of your allies run past you, and his blood spills onto the floor. As you do this, his body drops to the floor. And you all hear a crunching of stone. A horrible movement. As you all become increasingly aware of, in the very far ends of a lair, something is crumbling. Stones are beginning to fall from the sky. And you get a sense it is deeply tied to the life essence of this man. The entire place is coming down around you. What is everyone doing?
Lugos is going to shift
Okay.
with the haste speed.
Again, bones, all the hair, daunts his
I
arm
need
as he
to-
shifts.
I'm very curious to see if the protection from good and evil did anything to Leokas during that fight.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it did.
I guess he wasn't an aberration, celestial, fey, fiend, or undead. He was just a man.
He was just a loser. That's what he was.
He was just a loser. I guess it doesn't protect against losers. That'd be weird.
I'm gonna take Seavine out with me. And is that one guy, my old buddy? Is he there? Is he one of the charred people?
He is a mess. You see, it
Is he
looks
a-
like he's slightly breathing still, but half of his body is just blackened and charcoal at this point. So he kind of lays and goes, Why? Why do this? Bit of blood just spitting out.
Talona was not the right way, my friend.
You traitorous bastard.
You may call me a traitor. It's perfectly fine with me, but
His light has gone at that point. His eyes
okay.
glaze over.
Oh,
spit
damn,
at him.
fine. Interrupt me with your
yeah,
dying.
thanks,
Thanks.
Dick.
Dick, you kick him in the mouth.
I am bringing out Seavine's body with me, though.
Okay, I will say that will slow you down as this place is crumbling around you. It is crumbling at
fine.
quite an alarming pace.
Slow down
I am-
Lugos.
I
Yeah,
will
I am
help
straight.
by lightening the weight with the density thing.
Oh, adjust density on the corpse because the corpse is
Yeah.
an object.
Okay.
Oh shit! Well, thank you, Mr. Potter.
Okay, as you bolt through the corridors, you kind of look, you see various places are now falling in. It looks like a barracks has fallen in, but nevertheless, you rush onwards, on and on you go. As you reach the main atrium area you were first taken through, you see that magical orb that had been floating and causing vibrations throughout the floor has now retracted into itself and is just floating. It isn't floating, it's rolling across the floor, and you kind of vault over it and just ignore it as you get the sense this is what was holding the entire place up. Entire rooms begin to crumble down and as you make it through the throne room, and you head straight out past this into the mine shaft you originally came down. As you turn, you kind of look to see the throne room crumbling behind you, but you hear a voice. You hear a voice saying above you in a mine shaft, I assume this is your doing. You look up, and from the darkness you peer a familiar shape attached to a homemade harness, slowly lowering himself down the mine shaft. You see it's Adfir Trisley, as he looks down at you. But as the lair is crumbling around him, a piece of clay crumbles up from top of the mineshaft, hits the anchor point of his homemade harness, and it comes loose. He begins to tumble and fall with screams, just as he hits. Okay.
I cast Featherfall.
Just as he is about to impact the ground and be pretty severely injured, he slows, hits against some rocks and into the water. He... thank you. And he glances behind you all as the throne. An
You got a
entire,
fast fucking way out of here.
an entire cavernous space has just appeared behind you. It's as if the entire lair has just been sucked into a black hole, and it's now just unstable masses of clay and mud. As you see from the very surface, maybe 100 feet above, bits of clay begin to come loose. You see bits of cobbled street and benches just falling into this huge cavern. As a mineshaft around you begins to crumble.
Please tell me you've got a way out of here now.
Well, to be quite fair, it was the harness.
What about Lugos's double 50-foot rope? Or was that the harness he was using? Because Lugos rappelled down.
That is still there, but you'd have to kind of climb up it, and you don't know how sturdy it is. It's a risk, you can try it.
Could we try with adjust density, making one person lighter at a time to test that? Actually, with being a shifter, does Lugos now have a climb speed?
He may do actually, yeah. I think he does.
Let me go to features and traits, racial features.
I believe it's about 100 feet of a mineshaft. It's continuing.
If I were
20 foot, yeah. What's his high jump?
If I were to make somebody fly that is strong enough to carry everyone, would they just be able to up and back down?
Well, there is one person that can fly, and I might have to ask a favor for that if I want to do it again.
Can you cast fly?
No, it's my wings. Oh, for you, the wizard, you know fly?
Yeah.
I have fly, but I can't cast it on everyone here.
You don't need to cast it on everyone. You just have to cast it on
Someone strong.
somebody.
I'm strong enough to carry someone. Do you think you can make them lighter and then make me fly? I'll go up and down.
The density counts as concentration. I can't do both at the same time.
I know I've probably got the less flight hours here, but I could probably take two of the other ones. You see, as Isaiah kind of shuffles out from the darkness.
That's better than nothing.
Alright, buff boy. Show me what you got. And I tap it on the shoulder and cast fly.
Okay. He hovers in the air for a second, and he's immediately just kind of.
Can you upcast that?
I spend
out of
my
fourth
only
level.
fourth level on the counter spell.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. So have you casted flying him or not, may I ask?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for 10 minutes, he has a
10 minutes he can fly.
60 feet flying
As
speed.
this is happening, the entire shaft is crumbling around you. He immediately grabs Aurelius by the arm,
Joy are probably. Oh yeah, Aurelius
and then
Joy
Kishore
are
by the arm.
probably- Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them
Hooks
are
them both
probably-
under and does his best to try and control it. It kind of hits into the side of the clay, and you both get a kind of sliding down your face. You get to the top and literally just throws you both. He has a strength of 19 with the shadows attacking him. So he just throws you both back down, bolts back, immediately goes. He takes Learcast by himself because Learcast is wearing pretty heavy armor.
Well, I have the body
Resin.
with me.
You do as well, yeah. He goes down to collect Maverick and Advir, flies them back up, and then goes down for the last few. And as you are all back on the surface, well, not on the surface, on the top of mineshaft, he just kind of goes, well, I'm not gonna get used to this. And he kind of looks, and just at that moment, the entire ceiling of a mine shaft falls down and pretty much fills in the hole you were in. There's a splash of water at the bottom as this happens.
Yeah, Cashaw, as soon as his feet touch ground,
You've already
he's
bolted.
running.
Okay.
Yeah, it.
I want you all to make dexterity checks for me.
Saves or checks?
Checks.
17 for dexterity for Lugos.
6.
It's 5 for
7.
Hori.
Oh wow.
Lugos is the only one that's like super heightenedly adrenalinely aware.
Yeah. Lugos bolts through, goes through every crack and crevasse through the clay tunnels.
He's shifting.
Apart from
like,
that,
on all
everyone's
fours,
pretty
just-
exhausted. First through is Learkas, followed by Maverick. No, Kishore, followed by Learkas, followed by Maverick, followed by Isaiah. But Isaiah turns around to see Pirelli stumbling behind him, kind of getting caught in the clay, because obviously Pirelli, so you've got a small man. There's a lot of very big things happening around you right now, and it's pretty overwhelming for a mage. As you're stumbling through, he sees the roof is about to crumble on you. He grabs you by the back and yanks you through, and he says, "Come on, boy!" Throws you through and gets you just. But as he turns to run and kind of shifts you forward, he looks above him. The roof crumbles, pins both of his legs. As he falls to the floor, he brings the axe from his back, puts it in the mud, and tries to scrape himself forward. But it just moves the mud, it doesn't move him. Kind of puts the axe down to his side and does everything he can to move. But you all watch as another chunk of mud dislodges and pins his shoulder in place, and then his entire chest, so it's just his head. I assume you're all still running. It looks like nothing can be done for him. Natural 1.
Oh shit.
Can I Eldritch blast the rocks off of him?
You can, yeah. You can try.
I want to do it with him at the same time, so it's
Okay.
like.
Joint Eldritch Blast. Okay. Both rolled hit for me.
It's
Let's
force
do this,
damage.
Maverick.
Yeah. Well. Damn.
I'd say both
So you
hit.
got a 15.
Roll damage.
Let's see what Maverick
7 force.
Okay.
Oh, better yet. Oh, shoot. No, I'll think about it next time if it doesn't work. I can summon a packed weapon that's a shovel. Or a pickaxe. Summon
Okay.
a packed weapon shape of shovel.
As you're sprinting along, you stop for just long enough to throw quite messy Eldritch Blasts, but still ones a hit, and by fire some of the mud off, he pulls himself out with his strength, grabs his axe, and just uses it as like a crutch to get himself going for a running start. He's still running behind you all, but he just shouts, "Thank you!" as he keeps running off. With that, you all make it pretty successfully to the main entrance. You go past Relic's lair, up the stairs to the Temple of Zelasas. But as you just climb up the ladder, you see as Relic's lair begins to crumble again. Maverick, you have a horrible realization as you get up to the top bit. You look, that ivory and the marble cracks spiding their way up as you run on. Well, I assume the rest of you are running onto City Street. Maverick, as this temple is beginning to crumble, you see bits of stained glass cracking and falling as it's gonna fall into essentially what is a giant sinkhole. Is there anything you wish to take? Anything you wish to do?
Is there anything to grab in my immediate perception?
At the head of the altar, which is kind of toppled and broken, there's a small visage of Zelasas herself, kind of a small statuette of a celestial with some bandaged
The one
eyes. Yeah,
Yep.
burnt wing.
Yep. I'll
Just-
take the small statue.
Okay, you take it, and just as you kind of take the last step over the line, the ground shatters into a million pieces. It begins to crumble with a mighty roar as you kind of balance on the edge and just head over. Looking out at the town, it's very different from what you remember. There's a thick layer of snow covering everything, warm chimneys. You can hear music in the night air, especially for sure. As guards from every side immediately rush, look over at the sinkhole, a few civilians as well. You notice a few guards begin to point you out and draw their swords.
Oi lads, I think I might tap out right now. And I just use the astral ability of the cape and
Okay.
disappear.
So you use your cloak and disappear to the astral plane. Okay. Just there's a of energy. That happens. The rest of you, what are you doing? Sure, you're kind of, well, all of you, you're on the street, fresh snow, music in the night air. Maybe about 7 or 8 at night.
Do I know which
Lugos is
direction the
still-
music is coming from?
You know where the Barbican Theatre is, so you assume it's there.
I don't care what I have to do. I am running that way.
As you run, Adfia shouts to you all down the street. Hey, wait. Me and Zilrona, we don't think it's safe to stay here anymore. We've got a boat chartered, we leave in half an hour. Are you coming with us or not?
Later. I'll be there. Promise. Docks, right?
Right, Dux, half an hour. Trust me, we do not want to stay in the city any longer. And he turns to see the guards
You
who are
better
now
be
wearing
there.
lemon underground capes.
I'll be there. I just run. I'm
Okay,
just running.
rush off.
Lugos gives you some extra bit of speed.
Okay.
He is gonna cast jump on you, so you can do leaping runs. And
Yep.
that's his last first level spell slot.
As
Just
that happens,
bounding.
Yeah, you are doing leaping and bounds. Your long jump is tripled.
okay.
Yeah. You can
And
you can
Ava-
leap like 12 feet at a time.
And are the rest of you heading to the docks?
Yeah.
Okay, so like actually in different ways. So sure, you begin to run to the upper town, as the rest of you begin to head straight to the docks. Sure,
Lugos is bounding on all fours, trying to be a distraction. He's gonna like
he's
go
definitely
in
a distraction.
pincers. So Kashaw goes one way, we go the other. Lugos is going straight forward to
Okay.
like divert attention, and he's gonna start like bounding, like climbing buildings, gutters, ladders, and going from rooftop to. He's gonna be like a fucking animal.
Okay, fair enough.
Awesome.
And as this is happening, Kishore, you head down one street with fresh snow crumbling under your feet as you head down to where you can hear the music. You're pretty exhausted by this point, and you run for maybe 10 minutes. You're completely out of breath by the time you reach the Barbican. You look, it's a very stately building, maybe 4 stories tall. There's a dozen smokers outside a set of double doors where some tuxedoed staff members talk. They're both elves, and they have the classic kind of waiter cloth over their shoulder as they both talk in this winter night. As you kind of just appear from one of the streets, exhausted and recently engaged in combat.
Let me in. Is the concert still going on?
Oh, yes, but for ticketed guests only. Are you a ticketed guest?
I'm one of the members of the band. I got here a little late.
Right. Roll deception for me. This is the most foppish NPC I've ever done.
Well done, brilliant. Good show.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Come on, baby. There we go. 26.
He kind of tilts his head. Right, you're one of a band. Well, they're
I was
finishing
here
up.
earlier. I was here earlier, and I got distracted with a fan. Now, if you'd let me back in, please.
Yes, of course, Mr. What's her name? Sorry.
Cassidy. Lucas Cassidy.
Oh, yes, of course, Mr. Cassidy. Right, and the concert is going. You should be able to climb straight onto the stage from the
Yeah.
main arena.
I
kinda steps
I just
outside.
pushed past him,
Okay.
and I actually fucked up my name there. Oops. Oh well. They don't care.
Yeah. They don't care. Okay, so you head in. There's a beautiful marbled kind of entryway you find yourselves in, but you push past down some stairs. There's various people milling about, and you head into a wonderful. It looks like it's only a theatre for drama, but it's completely been converted. A few of the seats have been removed, and there's plenty of people crowded around a frontal stage. People are in the rafters all about, and glancing up, you see what looks like two mages are kind of seated in the rafters, doing their various kind of fireworks and spells to enhance the performance. As you enter, you seem to have entered in the middle of something very interesting. The lights are pretty much gone, apart from one of the mages who is essentially creating a strobe light. And as he's creating the strobe light, you see someone on stage. It's a single figure with long, dark hair. It's long dark hair, it's straight down to their shoulders. They're wearing a jean jacket, jeans with tattoos down their arms, a big nose ring as they're playing something on stage. You look at your trademark guitar in the hands of this person as he stands at the front of the stage on his knees playing guitar. The crowd are loving it, reaching for it, touching it. See strums on it. And with that, that's all on tonight's session.
Hey.
Damn.
Kind of a total change there, I know, but
I almost died for Cassidy.
yeah, you did for a guitar.
Yeah. Wait,
I did this for a fucking guitar?
You bet your ass you did.
I thought I did this so you could talk to some fucking lady.
It is also involving that, yes.
Oh,
You'll see what happens.
But
It's
more
gonna
it'll
be
be
interesting.
interesting. It'll be definitely
You
interesting.
owe me that. I did this for a fuck. I could have sat in the dome.
You could have, but you didn't, and I do owe you. I owe you a lot, and like I said, Cashaw pays his debts.
Right. Right. Well, with that, thank you for watching. Very intense session. See where we pick up next week. Shaw's got some things to work out. There's a boat to work out, and a huge thank you to our special guest, our very powerful wizard, who decimated an entire legion of soldiers with a single spell.
Yeah, just for real.
Who just kind of noped out into the astral plane towards the end there. A huge thank you to Xander for coming in.
I could have tapped out at any moment.
You could have done. You're
I
just like, right, this is
decided-
too much.
I
Astral plane.
had my book. I
you couldn't have gotten us in the cloak.
What?
You couldn't have put us under the cloak in there.
No, it's only me. Also, when I
Listen, it's like
returned
Harry
from
Potter,
work.
right? Like the invisible blanket or whatever. Just
Right, so a huge thank you for watching. Stay safe, have an amazing week, and we'll see you back at the same time next week for next week's episode of Roundtable. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
bye.
Have this strangest feeling to know what to believe in. Cause every time you touch me, I can't control my body. Oh, baby, you are on my mind. All I think about in a Baby, you are on my mind. I can't control my body, can't control my body. Body, 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 body. I am stuck in a dream.